Drummer Boy does stream music specifically.
It's a person. Okay.
He is lovely.
I don't know.
We're gonna go over here
Yeah.
to the live soon.
All right, are we live? I'm gonna host.
Yeah.
Do we live?
Why in the world would Twitch limit the number of hosts you could do per hour? Like, how would you abuse that?
I'm not understanding.
Service.
Like, you can only host so many streams per hour?
You can, if you're auto hosting, it'll do whatever its algorithm. But if you want to manually say, I want to now host this channel, yeah, it limits you to 3 manual hosts an hour. Like, what if I tried to host 4 different people in an hour? What? How? Why would that matter?
I could think of some ways to like spam, especially people with like stream notifications that shows on their stream when they get a host. If you like name yourself something offensive and then spam post them.
You just barrage somebody with hosting. Yeah. Okay.
But you know, I have been around internet shit boys.
I'm not hearing any music behind us. Oh no, there it is. I just didn't have it loud enough.
Oh my god, this match is still going. We got Mustard Piccolo versus Chiquita Bonita.
The battle of the veggies versus the fruits.
This man is dead.
I mean, aren't these matches timed?
Dragon Ball Fighters matches are very long relative to other games.
Okay.
They are timed. They still have 100 seconds left. Oh, you are dead.
I mean, it's a lot of work, Misha, to write all these things, but I dig this thread. I'm like nodding my head. I don't want to do that thing where I go through and like every single tweet in a thread.
That's super annoying.
Because then I get like 9 million notifications?
Yeah. You're like, what? Oh, Sean, just
Sean.
whatever. I'm gonna like the first one. Oh no, if I like the first one, you have to do another one. Never mind. I'm not gonna.
No, I'm capping at 50. It's fine.
Nice. All right, here we go. 81.
I can do that thing. How do I do that thing?
What thing?
Someone has asked me to host this channel, and because I have a sword pretty much everywhere, I can do that.
Bump and a bump. Let's make all our notifications blow up.
That was such good timing for the music. Because we're about to start.
Oh,
I don't
word?
hear any music.
Damn.
Yeah.
I don't hear it.
If you go to twitch.tv/.
I'm counting down.
Yeah, but then I'll hear like 2 different things and I'll
Yeah.
get confused.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello. What is up? Mutants? You're all mutants. That's the thing now. I'm just calling all you mutants.
Yeah.
What's up? We are on episode 3 of Flare, Mutants in the Night actual play. Mutants of the Night being a game about experiencing marginalization through the lens of mutant bodies, minds, and souls, exploring the inner of humanity. I got this sick squad with me. Actually, Nadja, since you're the only person on that side, can you introduce yourself?
Damn.
You got to represent both of you, Nadja.
Yeah.
Fine. Hi, I'm Nadja Tikra, aka Tristere, aka Lala, aka Laverne, I guess, aka On Site, aka On Site. I play the mutant that looks the least like a mutant, but is the most likely to kill another human. Curious that. I'm excited to play.
Okay. Sean.
Oh, cool. I'm Sean. You can find me everywhere at Sean Nittner, or pretty much everywhere at Sean Nittner. I'm playing Ruli, aka Pickup. I do not have as many names for Ruli as Nadja does.
You will never ever get on my level.
No, never, ever, ever. Ruli is a chopper, and that means that they can chop up time, rearrange things, mess with memories. And they do not at all look human. They look like a big, like fluffy, like dog meets Totoro. They've got pockets in their fur, and they're fun to bounce up and down on. And they are not about killing humans. So that's some fun business right there.
Hashtag no fuck though. What the hell happened?
Misha.
Hi, I'm Misha B. I can be found at Twitter at BG Gameworks, and pretty much everywhere else is Black Girl Gameworks. I am playing Jaylin / Shade, who is a pyromaniac. Pyromancer or pyro.
I think you got it right.
Pyromaniac. Yeah, I was right first time. Well, okay. The character and the player are both pyromaniacs, which is why I was drawn to this playbook. So yeah, I have fun blowing stuff off because fire is cool.
Who among us are not enamored by the powerful effects of shit blowing up and burning? I mean, come on now.
Perfect.
And I am your facilitator, DC, as well as the game's creator. My pronouns are they, them. And you can find me on Twitter at Dungeon Commander, with no E in Commander. So, let's give a rundown of episode 2. Oh, also, by the way, I should say, we are currently, we are missing one amazing, very lovely, no, this way. You're lovely too, Sean. But one amazing human being in Lauren, who couldn't be here tonight, but it's no biggie. So, on the last episode of Mutants Ball Z,
Thank you for admitting it.
I cannot say on the last episode without saying something Dragon Ball Z related.
Yeah.
And so, y'all's crew ended up, y'all were working, hanging out in different spots, chilling, doing the thing, and Malik ended up contacting, who was it? Jaylin.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Malik ended up contacting Jaylin to be like, hey, we have a problem, and we think that you can fix it. So the squad was gathered together and was given the job to somehow get this politician to sign on this particular special document that was located inside of the same place that this politician would be, that would allow Janelle Monáe, the political opponent of Ben Stander, the not-so-secret racist, they would be able to clash in a vote over a political seat in local government. And the crew went in. You're the crew, so I'll let y'all tell that part. What happened when you got there?
I mean, I think Ruli only remembers there was a striptease at some point. That's what they were just like. We had a plan. Wait, where?
Technically, there wasn't even a striptease. There was just a dance.
Okay, Ruli gets another name, which is just horny on main.
Yeah, it really
Yeah, I
Horny
mean,
on main.
yeah, Ruli's pretty thirsty, like just across the board. But
Speaking of thirst, what had happened was we got the document, we got it photocopied. Jalen set off the fire alarm, more specifically the sprinkler, to evacuate the purists who were playing poker in the office because that's what you do.
yep.
Got it like
Did
that.
you think of a better way to get people out? No. Okay.
It was perfect.
But I'm telling this all ass backwards, but this is
It's fine. You got it.
They were playing poker, and Jalen, before she set off the fire alarm, got spotted. And so Lala jumped in the mix and was like, I could solve this with my impossibly high heels and ability to dance, and claimed to be a strippergram.
Because she was wearing a latex catsuit, it worked.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
It did
Right.
indeed.
Nobody can resist the power.
And
of
Ruli was
Lala.
like, "That was the plan. Oh, okay,
Yes.
cool. Yeah, awesome. That was the plan. Right. That makes total sense.
Basically, it was fine. We won.
We
It
won.
was fine. And then they all evacuated. And when Shitstander was like about to leave, Ruli and Kit grabbed him on and the other sort of, because they were drunk and not paying attention and confused, kept on going. And we had him for a while to have a little conversation. And we convinced him that he should sign this document. And he agreed because he thought he could win anyway.
There were chicken noises involved.
There was also a Cabbage Patch face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he did threaten to reveal.
Back.
To not only reveal that he had a Cabbage Patch dog collection, but to burn said Cabbage Patch collection to the ground if he didn't do what we asked.
Yeah, right. And I think there was like a whole lot of other shitty political stuff too that were like, yeah, you're corrupt and a purist and all this other openly awful things. But it's the Cabbage Patch.
Nobody would actually care about those.
I mean,
took-
none of that stuff was going to be
Georgia,
new,
for God's
right?
sakes. Come on.
You took everything that you took his hyper masculine and anti mutant forward facing persona. You're saying we're going to show that you're not actually that way. And
Yeah.
it worked out real well.
I think he had some mutant fetish porn too, as well, and like
There
that
might
was
be.
just not even.
We're not sure.
That was not even a priority for us.
Didn't even have to get there.
Yeah.
So, on our last episode, did y'all do downtime activities?
We did not. We
Okay.
stopped. We stopped because we were hitting time, and so we just.
Yes, and Warren had to go. So we just whoop. Cool. So, y'all just got a suitcase full of cash. I believe I said 12 cash.
You did, in fact, say 12.
12 whole caches.
I don't forget money. Money on my mind. I'm always on the grind. See me in the streets, spinning them beats. DC.
Nice. DC's
Thanks
out.
everybody for coming to
Like, here's my mic. I don't want to actually drop it. This is
Yeah,
expensive.
right. That's expensive, man. Like, get your mind on your money. Don't drop that mic.
Exactly. Mine on my butt. So y'all have downtime activities. You it's a suitcase. Like, it was nice. And you cracked it open. It was like
Oh,
it was the
Let's
orange
make
light.
it
Like,
rain.
it's- y'all got some real money on you. So you can do your downtime activities. Who wants to go first?
I think Jalen like gets one of those stupid like money shooting guns and just shoots it once, then like just furiously collecting it back up and puts it away. I always wanted to do that.
You know what? I'm gonna do something real quick because I think it just works. Everyone remove one stress.
Nice.
It do be like that.
Yeah, straight up.
As you just throw the money around. Yeah.
The fact that y'all
Right.
just got hecka money and that moment of being like, I don't have to worry about money.
For
Take
like
one
3
stress
whole-
away. Just get rid of one stress. I don't even got a stress bar. I'm just de-stressing myself. Just
Yeah. I didn't have any stress, but like I'll still take it.
Oh, I had a lot.
Yeah.
That
I didn't have any because I traumatized out. I flipped
low
out.
key, if this is a game about Black people, and it is, getting paid over a certain amount should just remove stress.
remove stress. You know,
In the book.
it's going in the notes. It's going in the notes. If you get over like 7 cash, remove 1 stress.
Automatically.
Dig it.
Yeah. And it's the rule is going to be called builds paid.
Auto pay. Bills auto pay.
Yeah, auto pay.
That's when you know you really got it.
Yeah, when you just put that shit on auto pay.
Or I'll just call it 1st to 15th.
Yeah. All right, so let's all mark that we got 3 coins. That sound good?
Yeah.
Just 4 of us.
That's fantastic. And I will go over to
I had
Kit.
1 already from last
Give
time.
Kit. Oh man, look, just adorable Kit. And get that coin.
Cover 1 month rent, half stress. Yep.
Yep.
Mhm. Next time the bill collector calls, we're like, I paid that shit last night. Bye. Click.
I got the receipt.
Get off my nuts. Bye. Click.
So who's gonna do their downtime action first?
I have a question.
What I
No, wait, no. It's totally still settling a score.
Oh dear. Okay.
Because I think Lala is gonna go get her butters whipped. She got some money. She's gonna get her hair did, and the next time she sees Stefan, she's gonna have so let us harken back to Boomerang. Boomerang Grace Jones with the long blonde pony.
I got you. Let me get a picture.
Yeah, she's like, I too can have long moonlit hair. You ain't special.
Okay, but are we talking about the full like Vader helm black kind of?
Yeah. Did I
wrap?
stutter? Yes, exactly that version.
I'm just saying, is it just the blonde hair, or are we also
No.
talking the whole
This
like?
isn't Lil Kim.
Oh
This
my!
is great.
I'm gonna pull
Right.
it up for everyone.
All right. I was like, look at the images too.
Look, this is what she does: is she goes and she gets her hair done,
This right here.
takes all day in the shop because she has hella money, and that's what the fuck you
Right. Why the fuck
Wow.
not?
With the
Yep.
all the way.
John Jay.
do. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. I wonder how Stefan's gonna react.
Yeah.
If you ask Lala, she'll say, "I don't give a damn," but she does.
Oh yeah.
That's why it's her vice.
Indeed.
All right,
So let me roll a thing, I guess.
yeah.
Hold on.
No bonus die. And I realize that I'm supposed to like pursue vices with a friend, but the friend is Stefan.
You don't have to.
Right.
But also
Fine.
like as much as she doesn't want to admit it, a lot of her life seems to revolve around Stefan.
Yeah.
I mean, Ruli gets that.
Y'all are pretty much best friends.
We're pretty much best friends.
Yeah.
You're frenemies.
One stress,
Oof.
but that's okay because I also lost the stress from paying my rent, so it's fine.
Good.
Word.
I want to get. How much heat do we have right now, DC?
You have. Oh, we didn't do the
Oh, we
entanglements
did.
at the
Entanglement.
end.
Yeah, we should do that.
Let me pull up. Every time I get to a new page, I go. Boom. Let's take a look at the entanglements. Let's see. The heat. So, Ooh, you did. You take a job against a high-profile or well-connected target?
Ding.
I would say yes. Did your job happen in a human zone?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I did.
Your crew did not kill anyone, and you didn't steal anything.
Nope.
I mean, we didn't steal anything
We
because we
didn't steal 'cause we
photocopied
put it
it.
back.
We could have stolen it. You wanted to so bad, Misha. I could tell you were like, I just want to do it to be perverse.
Well,
I just want to fuck with them.
It would have to be an item that needed to be fenced. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, we could.
did a high-profile or well-connected target see and remember a member or members of your crew using your ability?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
No, because you specifically moved the two people, the drunkard and it was
And
like,
I kind of totally melted the
oh,
Oh yeah, you did.
And I definitely changed my face into a cabbage
Yeah,
patch.
there was some. Yeah, so yes.
What?
take
I
2
remember.
more heat. You didn't use a 3-cost mutant ability.
No.
Law enforcement did not identify you.
No.
You were not caught on camera using your powers. And none of you died and were left behind.
Yay.
So, you only have 8 heat total.
Damn.
After adding it to what we had before. You got 4 more.
Does that count our ability that we got for doing the job?
Oh right.
Oh, right. You get the ability, so you get...
I think we get -1 heat.
You get
for
minus
sure.
1 heat, so it goes to 7.
Nice.
All right. I have to rewrite this stuff in now. Heat. Sim. Crew abilities. You have +2 to train.
You got 2 XP when we train.
2 XP when you train.
I mean, I'd take +2. I'm not saying that. No complaints there.
And you have -1 heat. Yeah. Ba-ba-da. And we can go over to... We can go over here and give y'all a green-ass check mark on the community
Nice.
center.
I love green ass.
Oh, I need to... I'm also
We,
going to give it...
I think we got that one. We need the one on
Yeah,
the
we
bar. Yeah. I love this map so much, DC.
Hey.
It is so.
Karis Young.
Thank you,
100%.
Karis.
Young cars.
Fire. All day, all night. So, you have 7 heat. And now, you can take... Ruli, you were going to take your downtime activity.
I was gonna take my downtime to reduce heat, but you should probably roll our engagement first because that comes before downtime. I think.
Oh, yes, yes. Biddaloo, biddaloo, biddaloo. So, you... I'm going to pull this back up. Are on Wanted Level 2. That's...
Damn.
No, wait. Oh, no. You're at Wanted Level 3.
Damn.
I'm famous.
You have 8 heat.
7 heat.
Oh, 7. Whoo! Some things can happen. I rolled 3 dice. 1 to 3. Each player rolls 1d6 for each trauma their character possesses. Players with no trauma roll 1d6. Their first roll is a failure. They re-roll that die, but must stick with the second result. If it's tie, the person with more traumas is chosen. If players have tied amount of traumas, the player with the most stress is chosen. If more ties occur, flip a coin. The chosen character leaves the crew to pursue a different life. You may create a new character.
Got it.
4 to 5. The Mutant Task Force has enlisted a group of empowered mutants, equal in size to your own, to assassinate you. Your next job features these EMPs. 6. All members of the crew have their identities revealed. The world knows who you are and what zone to find you in.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
Should have
roll
reduced heat last time.
3d6.
Yeah.
All right, so
See what we get. So it's pretty much bad all around.
Yeah. I'm nervous.
Me too. Oh, boom. Public. We are exposed.
God damn. This changes a lot.
Yep. I'm
so
excited.
then okay. So since you roll the 6, we don't now individually roll. All right, get it. Cool. Okay. Also,
You all get back from your job. You get the cash. You're shooting the money out of the little money shooter. Lala, you're getting your hair done. Like they're almost done. They're finishing touches. Ruli, you're not even yet doing what you were doing. You were planning on doing. You're probably on your way. And each one of you sees on the TV or hears on the radio, or you're walking down the street and people just start looking at you. And Lala, you see on one of the TVs, they start turning it up. And it's the human news doing an emergency announcement. That's like, we have confirmed EMPs in your mutant safe zone. We have, and they show pictures of y'all because he saw your faces.
Are they
put 'em out there.
like a picture of all of us together, or are they like individual pictures that they've cobbled together?
They're individual pictures cobbled together.
that's
Posted up on TV, being like, wanted. Be on the lookout for these mutants. We're going to be increasing security around the gates. This politician said that he didn't admit to what happened, said that he got assaulted by these mutants, that they were EMPs. He's not sure what their powers are or what it happens to be. Right now it's being taken as, like, it's not being completely taken that you're EMPs because he didn't see, like, a lot. But he's like, obviously, like, the face change thing and the fire thing, like, they have to be. We don't know what all of them do, and the news informs that we don't know what they do. They could be potentially super dangerous. Stay away from, like, these people. And okay, this is what I'm gonna do. This is for Lava. Oh.
Uh-oh.
The people inside, after your hair is finished, look at you and go, get the fuck out of here. Like, just get out. Like, you're dangerous. Like, oh my god, I gotta call. And, like, they start, like, flipping out. And, like, some of them are just looking at you, and, like, one's hiding behind a chair, and, like, they're absolutely terrified for their lives.
Lala stands up and she says, I won't darken your doorstep again. Looks good, though. And she walks out of the door, and, like, when she steps outside, she's a different person.
Yeah.
And just walks down the street.
Yeah. That's perfect.
She is Lil' Kim. She started out boomerang.
She started out
but she walks out Lil' Kim. It keeps going.
Okay. I'm gonna just do reactions for everyone. Whoo! Got a 6. So Jaylin, you get around to like your work area, and people are looking at you from inside, like, the cafe. Like, everyone's looking at, like, you heard people whispering hella loud and, like, talking, and then everyone's like, oh. And then someone in the back, this old mutant, that has like this weird black misty arm that looks like it's smoke, but, like, it's actually, like, tangible, and it's kind of always going. He lifts up that hand, and he takes this other, and he claps, and then he just starts clapping. He's like, all right, young blood. Yeah, and then other people start clapping too, and like they welcome you inside, and they're like, "Oh my god, like what can you do?" And oh, did you? There was that explosion over there, and then this guy, like, are y'all superheroes? Like, what's going down? You gonna protect the hood? Yo, can I hire you to come to my niece's birthday? Like,
Damn.
like one after the other, and like they just totally embrace you. Ruli.
Yeah, I'm at the clinic. Let's see things go terribly there. Oh, no.
Okay, you're at the clinic.
Yeah.
And what happens at the clinic is this. You start walking up and you see the super long line. And like people's phones are going off like bing, 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 bing. People start looking at you. And it gets really quiet like in this line.
I'm like, I'm not cutting in line. I work here. It's cool.
And then this really big buff, like Hispanic dude comes up, and it looks like his chest, like it has this shine, like it's almost metallic. And like that shine goes up to like on part of his face, like it obviously looks like maybe he's like half metal or something like that. Mm-hmm. And he goes, "Nah, go ahead." And everybody's like, "Yeah." And everyone kind of starts moving out of your way and is like, "No, go ahead." Like,
really super confused, I think, until they like look up at some screen and are like, "Oh shit."
Yeah.
Thanks. They're like, super nervous. But.
They're letting you go in, but like some people are like very calmly like like taking pictures of you, like that kind of stuff.
Nice.
So people are just like letting you go in front of them because they're like, "Oh, like you're probably really hurt," or "You need it more than we do," or whatever their personal reasons happen to be. And I'm actually gonna roll for Kit. Okay. Kit is inside Spotlight, aka the flashlight, and they're with Stefan, hanging out, and it's just those two. Well, otherwise, like there's the little kid who's doing the lights and like the
Jesse.
owner, but yeah, they're hanging out, and Stefan is while they're just chatting, and it's more like Stefan kind of going forward, and Kit's like, yeah. Well, they're like, I don't know, playing on the Switch, and I can see Kit playing on the Switch, and
totally
Stefan
very
stops.
competitively too.
Yeah, right.
Get you! I'm gonna get you.
It's their brother.
Mario
Kit
Kart
means King K. Rool.
Yes. And Stefan stops typing and looks over at Kit and is like, "Well, I guess I better start watching your back a bit better." And they turn the laptop and it's just the news, and they've frozen it on like Kit, and then shows the whole picture where it's like individual pictures of y'all. And Stefan is like starts lecturing Kit about going out there, using abilities. Like, I don't blame you because you got to do something. Like, you have a thing, but like you got to stay safe, and that's how that goes down. So, people don't know what your powers are, but now that the world knows who you all are, it's going to be a lot more difficult to get around.
Great.
Nice. No taking that genie out of the bottle. Putting that back in the bottle. That's what it is.
Yep.
I think the genie came out really easily.
It's out. So,
The bottle stuck in my head. Thanks, Sean.
You're welcome.
Sean, you can do your downtime activity.
Nice. Well, so my downtime activity is I think Ruli was going to work, and because they were volunteering at the clinic, and like it's probably a very like awkward day of seeing people, and basically as soon as they can get out, I think the next thing we see is like them in a hoodie, like very big. Ruli's a big, fluffy creature. They don't hide very well, but they're trying to hide their features as they go into the flashlight and look for Stefan. Not to try and put the moves on him.
Not today.
Not today. Not that Ruli can ever do anything other than just be like, hi. But because Stefan's an owl and knows about these things, and it's like, hey, I'm sure you've heard. What can we even do about this? The thing, we don't get more heat coming into the zone, the MSZ. And I want to try and reduce heat, but really doesn't really know how, especially at this scale. So they're going to Stefan for advice.
Okay.
And they're like, I'm willing to do anything. Yeah. Like, just so you know, like if it takes making a big scene, if it takes like trying to go and destroy evidence, I'm about it. I don't care. Ruli's trauma is reckless now. They felt like, well, the only way that we were going to get what we do is just to go balls out for it, because when we were trying to be careful, it didn't work.
Yeah.
So they can see, like Stefan can tell they're visibly like willing. They're not doing this with the team. They're like all on their own, and they're just like, yeah, just point me in the right direction. Tell me what files to burn.
Okay. So Stefan needs 5 cash. And then they are going to do some work online to try and falsify some information about y'all, confuse people a little bit, put up pictures of like fake people, fake mutants, mix some things up, start giving out false information that is like interesting for like journalists to lead up on and stuff. Just sending people on some wild goose chases.
Nice.
Stefan knows a lot of hackers, and he's they're that kind of activist.
Sorry, I got Stefan's pronouns wrong. Apologize. They. Yeah, I'm like, was like, yeah, great. And I think really like has like the money wadded up in the pocket of their hoodie, because they expected like it was cost something. Like, oh, that's a lot. Okay. And they're like just pulling it out, and it's just like,
yeah,
bobs of cash, and it's 4 coin worth, right? That's what they have.
Oh, it's
and
5.
They're like, well, they don't have 5.
Have 4, right?
They don't have 5 DC. Mm-hmm. So they're just like, this is what I got, and I'm gonna go get the rest. And
yeah, they like trust you on it. So like you can go, like someone else can throw in 1 cash.
Oh no, I'm gonna go like find somebody that looks wealthy, some human that looks wealthy, grab their money, run, and make them forget that I was there. I'm gonna go steal that extra 1 coin. Yeah, no, I'm really committed to like fixing this and not bringing the rest of the crew into it. So yeah, can I roll prowl to reduce heat then in this case? Because that's my plan. Just like sneak up behind somebody, grab their wallet.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Memory wipe them and just run away.
Right. Yeah. Go ahead. Roll prowl.
All right. I'm gonna spend stress on this.
I really hope so.
It's been really a bad puppy. I feel so horrible.
He's been a bad puppy. Is it a fortune roll or is it a action roll? And if so, what's the position and effect?
It can be an action roll.
Cool.
And this is desperate great.
Awesome. Let's do it.
Oh, you just gave me such a good idea. Let's see how this rolls.
Come on. Oh, nice. That's awesome. I could fix that. I could rewind, or rather I could, well, I'm already rewinding. That's the plan.
So okay,
I could go back to the present to redo that, but I kind of like not.
it's up to you.
Yeah.
I'm willing to play it out either way.
Let's just burn roll bright. I'm gonna roll back to the present to re-roll that. After a failed roll, you can use this ability to re-roll once, as its first roll never happened.
Okay, so
Awesome.
all of the flair that you're using now, you'll go into the next.
Yeah.
With
That's fine.
flair.
Oh, it didn't roll the right number of dice when I pushed. I didn't, or I must not have added the extra one. Let me roll 1d6 before I do that, because it's only roll 1. Because I did spend the stress to get. I should have had 3 dice. So let me see if
this changes things.
that changed things.
Okay.
Oh, it does. So I can't use that ability because the ability only works on 1 to 3. So that's what I got. I got a 4.
Okay. So you get a 4. There's some things that I was like in the 1 to 3 land, and I was like, oh.
I'm sorry. I know. I was kind of excited about the 1 to 3, honestly. Just let that ride.
We can do so this is all of our game. We get to decide what happens, right?
Yeah.
I have an idea. This was with the 1 to 3, and it could still happen because it's a 4.
Yeah.
My idea was that Ruli gets arrested by the police.
Mm-hmm.
And your next job is from the clinic to go get Ruli out. Because Ruli works there at the clinic.
Yeah. I think that's great. And what I would just like to say is, like, it doesn't happen immediately. Like I flash, I make somebody forget that it happened, but somebody else who was far enough away that to not be affected by it, maybe they are like, no, I saw them. They were on the news. Right. And then the cops, come to my house later on. So the reason why I say that is that way I've gotten the cash I've gotten the cash, and so we can pay for the reducing our heat. And yeah, I'm totally about that. That sounds great. I dig it.
Either in addition or alternatively, I like the idea that arresting one of the 4 of us lowers our heat as well.
Yeah, makes sense.
The cops are like, yeah, we got one of them. Yay.
Right.
Yeah.
That's good.
But
so, yeah, I mean, both of these things will contribute to one another.
Yeah.
So you come back.
I get the cash to Stefan, and I'm like, here you go. And it's like, it's weird, right? Like, it's like it's like somebody's watch, and like, it's like pawn shop kind of cash, right? Like, it's like, all the stuff.
Wallet.
Yeah. And then, I dig it. Should I take another downtime action, or should we just like call it at that and say, yep, after that, they get picked up? And
you can take another downtime action.
I'm going to say that in doing all of this, like in watching the news and in doing all this, Ruli's been studying to try and figure out how to keep us clean. So I'm going to train an insight, which is going to put 6 ticks in insight, and I'm going to bump up Ruli's study. And then that's good. That's me. So does reducing heat work the same way it does in Blades? Like since I got a 4, it takes off 2 heat? Is that the...
No, because that might not bring down your wanted level far enough. So wait, or does it? I bring 7. You down to the wanted level lower. So you were at 3, and now you're at 2.
Oh, cool!
So
excellent.
Now you're at 4, which is the base of that wanted level.
I dig it.
Y'all two still have downtime activities.
Yep.
We can just go backwards. So yeah, Misha.
Yeah, so I'm going to indulge vice after work.
Mm-hmm.
I got a standing ovation at work, so I'm feeling myself a little. She probably realizes it's a bad idea, so she makes it a little less ostentatious than the giant explosion.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still a mural on the on a different wall. Uh,
Heck yeah. Now you've got, like, these stories of your exploits unfolding one after the other. Hey, hey. Clear 2 stress. Oh, wait. Shouldn't you have 2 die?
should I have 2 die? It's equal to your lowest level, and well, I don't know. I just hit the indulge face button.
Yeah, it rolls your lowest attribute. So
Yeah, which is a 1. I only have a 1 in insight.
Oh.
So.
So we have another beautiful mural put up, a little less flashy than the last. And Lala, you have one more.
Yeah. So I could indulge vice again, but I've only got 4 stress. And that's a gamble. So instead, I think I'm, oh, my flare is reset too. I think I'm going to train as well. I think Lala after her experience at the shop is not, she's uncharacteristically holding up in her room. And not, she's not showing herself as widely as usual.
Mm-hmm.
And she just kind of rewatches that clip over and over again, and like watches all the clips of like pundits speaking about mutants and what should be done and what hasn't been done, and et cetera, et cetera. And she's just kind of studying the evolving discussion about mutants broadly, but her crew in specific. And I want to train insight for 2.
Nice. Learning the rhetoric, learning the rhetoric, how they speak, what their angles are, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's still trying to understand the logic behind, or lack thereof, but the methodology of the oppressor.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So,
looking like Lil' Kim as she stares into the monitor.
Little Kim just being like, taking notes. What you doing, Kim?
Wanna rumble with the beat, huh?
So, this is what I'm thinking. Sean, you can paint this picture with me.
Yeah.
We get a wide shot of sort of close to the front of the mutant safe zone, and there's like a skate area, not as big as the one back home, but there's like a skate area. We see Ruli. Ruli's like doing some tricks, maybe like showing some littles like how to skate, something like that.
Yeah,
Like
there's one point where like they're bouncing up and down on Ruli's belly, like they're jumping off the top of the pipe and bouncing off. And come on, I gotta have my Totoro moment before I got put away.
And we shift over, like the camera moves really quickly, and at the gate there are cops, and you're and talking between the gate guard, and the gate guard immediately like pulls up the thing, and actually it's probably like a thing that comes down, like a big metal like thing that goes up like halfway and then comes down, and the cop drives super fast. They're 2 cop cars going real fast, and there's one behind, and they like start zooming straight at you, and they like almost skirt up on you and pop open the doors and pop open their, like, they immediately go over, the doors, and there's like, it's the police, put your hands down, like, Stop what you're doing.
Yeah, I think it like the scene shifts so dramatically from like truly like absolutely completely in their element. Like for them being on a board is just like walking. Like they can move, like they can totally doing other things, turning around and like talking to the littles and just like super chill and just feeling very natural to like suddenly on their knees, hands over their head, freaking out and they run. So I don't think they get caught like peacefully. Like I don't imagine they, they like see it and they try to bail, and I think they get caught, get chased down, clobbered, and thrown in the.
You get thrown in the back seat.
Yeah.
There's a quick cut to where there's stamp your hand.
Yeah. There's like
it's like a weird.
Really doesn't really have fingerprints. Yeah, it's like toe buds, right there.
Right, but then you don't go to jail. You stay at the police station for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, and then they take you out back, and there's this big van, and it says MTF, and they're like they look more like SWAT people in the back. They pop open the back, and they have like a special looks like restraint thing going on there. Like it's not just cuffs and stuff. They have like all these different variable things to hold different kind of mutant bodies.
Right.
And they put you in there. They lock you up with like very clean efficiency. Drive off into the night.
Like a mutant in the night.
And so the camera like dims, and then it opens up on the spotlight popping at night. And y'all are hanging out. And like it's a pretty normal night, but then what's her name? Sean, what's the name of your clinic contact?
Bridget
comes in, still in clinic clothes. Bridget comes in sometimes, but like to hang out. Bridget comes in, clinic clothing, a little bit of blood, just like messy. She looks around, runs up the stairs, goes over to Stefan, looks at Kit. There's like this frantic talking. They come downstairs and they start talking to you two, Jalen and Lala. And like the kids saw Ruli get picked up by the cops. I don't know where they are. I don't know if they're safe. I have no idea. But whatever's going on with y'all and the news and all of that stuff going on, I don't care. Just go. You got to get Ruli home safe immediately.
I think one, Misha's right, we didn't do XP. And two, Lala's like very off her game recently since this news thing happened, and she's moving like way faster than she normally does. And so you kind of see this like people that everybody that wears glasses, when you're not wearing your glasses and you look at like a LED light and you see like a bunch of other LED lights. She's kind of like this cloud of after images because she's kind of always fidgeting in a way that she normally doesn't. And when Bridget says that, she jumps out of her chair a lot faster and without the kind of languid grace that she normally has, and looks at Shade and she says, well, I guess we got to go get him out.
Yep.
Should be easy. We at least have a person that can blow holes in walls. Let's go. She just rolls out.
DC, is it okay if I say that Diego, the guy who let Ruli kind of go past, has followed Bridget here, and is if it's not too forced, that the guy who sort of had like the chrome chest and plating kind of going up the side of his face is like he's followed Bridget, and he didn't go up and meet with Stefan, and he just sort of stayed in the downstairs, the flashlight. And when you said we've got to go get him, he says, I'll help if you want it. And he's kind of quiet and not like doesn't really want to interrupt, but sort of steps forward and just looks at you, Shade, and it's just like, I know you're big deal. Seen your art.
You actually see Shade blush.
And Lala like is looking like, excuse me? Lover, have you seen mine?
I mean, it's all over.
That's half of why Shade is blushing. It's like, wait, somebody's paying attention to me and not Lala? What?
Right. I think it looked like Diego was like coming to Lala, and then he defers to.
Yeah, both of us are like, the fuck? Like straight up, like, whose man's is this?
Have you?
How dare you?
Have you seen her work on Corner of Oak? It's fucking amazing. Anyway, if you want help getting your friend.
Yeah, what can you do?
I can be a lookout. I can help you help you get over fences. I can not be a person that is on the news.
That's actually,
Honey, I can do that too. That's not special.
That's also true.
They kind of look around and they're like, they're like look around and they're like a little embarrassed, and then where are we? We're in the flashlight.
Mm-hmm.
Neon light, if you will.
I would say
yeah. I'm looking for
I'll go
something
outside.
a small object that is not of importance to be kept.
It's like an ashtray probably on a table or something.
Yeah. They pick up an ashtray and they're like, fine. And they just like crush it in their hand, and like as all like the bits shatter in their hand, like the broken glass like shatters, they just keep squeezing and like crushing it, and then they open up their hand and there's just like glass dust in their hand. And it hasn't been cut, like with all the shards and whatnot. And then they just sort of walk over and be like, sorry, I'll get you a new ashtray. And like,
Okay, you can
go.
do that.
And they like open up like the bin, and they like very carefully like wipe their hand off so that they're not getting any like glass shards anywhere that someone might cut themselves on.
And Lala's eyebrows kind of go up at both at what you did and then your subsequent behavior. And she's
I don't
like,
want one of the littles to get cut.
all right, Poppy, let's go. You're in.
I'm Diego.
Oh, your name is Poppy now. Sorry. Just walks out.
I'm Poppy.
That's your alias.
Give you a nickname, that's a good thing.
I didn't have an alias.
Street names are not decided upon there.
Right, exactly, right? I think he's like, but never mind. It's cool.
Just go with it.
Okay, so
All right.
we will do XP real quick. Sean, if you can fill out the rest of the world.
Yeah, I'm
Breaker
working on World Breaker right now.
Word. So let's do XP for Nadja. Yeah, I'm all over the place, y'all. Nadja.
Live your
XP.
best life. All right. I marked XP for my desperate action, which was running in the room and inquiring as to whether somebody had ordered a sugargram. Addressing a challenge through bending perception of reality. I did that at least twice.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of your jam.
It's when I was playing my character. It's amazing. Did I use my powers or actions to present my wit or beauty? Of course. Again, that is my character. And I will take an XP for that, and that gets me an advancement. And then struggling with issues from trauma, heritage, or background during last session. I don't think so. I don't feel like I had like any big conflicts there.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna think about my advancement, and that's it.
Get a new power. I'm so excited. Okay.
Ooh.
So, Jaylin.
I don't think I rolled any desperate actions, but if I did, I had already marked them.
Okay.
I did, I think, use control over my flames to intimidate Stander, whatever his name is.
Yeah, Stander.
Now.
Shit Stander is another good.
2 times.
Did not burn down an enemy location. I don't have any traumas. I don't think I struggled with any issues. Did I struggle with issues?
I would count that when you came through the door.
Okay.
And everybody was like, "Whoop, trouble," for a second there.
Right, cool.
Word. Cool. So that leaves
The Ruli. I think I've got Diego built.
okay.
I mean, I don't know that I'm going to play Ruli again, but if I do,
Who knows?
down with them getting XP. You adjust the challenge by sacrificing your own memories. Not last session. Use your powers or actions to gain dangerous knowledge.
I'd say yeah.
Yeah. Well, as it turned out to be, yeah. I think I did that once. And you struggle with issues from your traumas, heritage, or background. I gained a trauma, and I kind of flipped out as I did so. I had to be pulled out of the room, and as I just sort of like went off on this guy because he would not. I don't know. It's that frustrating thing when you're like, you cannot see how someone doesn't see your point, and you just like end up repeating yourself, which I think is what Ruli ended up doing in the end. Had to be sort of pulled out of the room. What's that?
There was sputtering.
There was sputtering, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Cool. And I already marked my desperates, so.
Fantastic. So, y'all already have your next job.
Duh.
You're welcome.
I like how that played out real well.
I think it's great.
Awesome. So, let's get into the deets. Y'all, the only thing that you know is that Ruli is in a mutant task force building somewhere. So y'all can go through your contacts, try and figure out more information, and set up like your plan of attack. Who's got some contacts they want to go talk to?
Oh, that's an excellent question.
I have a friend named Crystal who's an MSC gate guard.
Ooh. That's probably a pretty good one.
Yeah, I definitely want to talk to Crystal and be like, first of all, how the fuck you not gonna text me when you let the cops in to come get my boy? The fuck is that about? Secondly, I know you know where the fuck they took him. So
is that what you're saying to them?
yeah. Dead ass.
Are you in person or are you texting?
I'm in person.
Okay.
I mean, I'm in a person that doesn't look like myself, but when I start speaking, she knows who it is. I probably look
are you just going through like 90s women rappers?
Oh no. For this mission, I look like fucking I look like Scarlett Johansson. And then I start talking and she's like, fuck, it's Lala.
Thank you. Somebody needed to appropriate Scarlett Johansson at some
Scarlett Johansson. If this ever goes to movie, we know who's playing Lala.
Indeed,
will be played by Grace Jones.
Grace Jones played by Scarlett Johansson.
No, the other way around.
No, other way around.
Scarlett
Yeah.
Johansson will be played by Grace Jones.
Scarjo. Yeah.
So, you can go ahead and roll. This would be sway because of the situation.
Yeah. What
How
you doing?
sway?
How sway?
Preparations.
Someone has knocked on my door, and this is somewhat alarming.
Get a bat.
Oh, what's my position?
Your position is. It's just risky standard. Yeah.
Okay. Let me see what is going on. I will be right back.
That's a 4.
That's something.
Meanwhile.
In other parts.
Jalen, are you gonna go talk to somebody? A connection? Do you think you have somebody?
Okay, so my connections are I have a sex worker, a clothing designer, and a religious zealot who doesn't like me very much. None of those sound terribly. Let's go with the designer. She might be helpful.
I would say that the person who is most likely to have information is the religious zealot and anti-mutant.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about.
Oh,
We'll go with that one.
Then they might actually be helpful.
In a totally unhelpful way. So yeah, Mercedes, I believe, was my aunt. And she's one of those, fire, brimstone, creature types.
Word.
So, and she's still human.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to do a wide shot and just go over it, or do you want to zoom in and have like an RP thing?
Oh, let's zoom in.
All right. The camera pans in on a house. It's one of those houses they're really old, they're really full. It has that carpet. You know that carpet.
We all know that carpet.
There's
There's plastic on the furniture
Of course.
in the living room that you're not allowed to go in, and there's a runner because you're not allowed to go on the carpet either.
Pictures of white Jesus, black Jesus, Hispanic Jesus, Mary.
I mean, you gotta have all the Jesuses.
Yeah, you got
covered.
MLK, you got Malcolm X, you got you've got that weird dog playing poker one in the corner somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
No Angela Davis, surprisingly, but there is Maya Angelou books.
Yep.
Poetry books. There's quotes on the wall. That's just John 3:16. You know.
Yeah.
Yep.
And inside, first you see grandma's on the TV watching soaps, clicking through daytime TV, and then in the kitchen, actually like in between the dining room and the kitchen, moving back and forth, your aunt Mercedes is in there. She's like looking like she's about to cook, like she's taking a bunch of stuff out, maybe preparing dinner, whatever happens to be.
Yeah, I come in. I give Grandma's kiss a cheeky kiss, because
Grandma does not look up, and it's just like, "Hey, baby," and puts the hand. It's just like, I'm watching my shows.
I know.
She just got back from dialysis.
Yeah, right. I just was saying hi before I walked through. Didn't want to get yelled at.
Are your shoe? Did you take your shoes off?
Of course.
Actually, Grandma says. He looks down. Okay, because that would have changed everything.
I know the rules. I've not forgotten the rules. I have home training. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
But yeah, then she walks towards the kitchen, and kind of like hovers in the doorway, like watching for a second. Hey, Aunt Mercedes, what you making?
Mercedes does that thing where she looks at you and goes, and goes back to moving stuff, and then starts talking to you while still doing the thing, being like,
Of course.
thinking about making some lasagna tonight.
Need
Probably
help?
make some garlic bread.
Garlic bread's good.
Yeah. You're not here for dinner, are you?
Not tonight.
You here for Jesus? Are you finally gonna stop messing around out there? And she like laughs a little bit.
Me and Jesus are fine with our relationship. Thank you very much.
That's not what he told me, but go on.
I want more. Can we just do this? Like, I don't need any more game than this.
Ooh, Lord, shade on them streets about to get that Bandersnatch.
Oh God. This is too much like conversations with my grandmother, who's a Jehovah's Witness now. Was not when I was growing up.
I come loaded with experiences.
It's too true. That's why this shit's funny.
Just throw them at you.
Mercedes hits the Millie Rock on the Jesus tip.
She like pulls out a cutting board and knife and like a couple onions and starts dicing them. She's she's done.
You got something to say? Spit it out.
No, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I know that you have friends who keep track of the MTF, and I just wondered if you had anything you might want to share. Yeah, I'm fully prepared for the look over the reading glasses now.
I wish I had the ones that click down like Ray J. It's exactly what I would do right now. Excuse me? Okay. Roll sway.
Position.
Desperate.
Desperate?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Desperate standard, yeah.
All right.
You show up at the house asking questions, but you don't never come to church. Okay.
I come to you.
That's exactly the look that she's giving.
Yep.
I will, in fact.
Did you ask Jesus first before you came to me? No.
You talking to me, you need to be talking to Jesus.
Oh, jeez Louise.
I wish I knew a Maya Angelou quote off the top of my head because I would just.
All I got is, this is why the
Someone
cage
tells you who they are, believe them.
Ooh, I'll keep that in my pocket.
Yeah.
It'll come up later. 2! Market XP. She just goes. She goes, ay Dios mío en heaven. Starts just praying.
She about to get the Holy Ghost in the kitchen, y'all. Talking in tongues.
Honestly, since you got a 2, she looks over at you. And she's just so mad. And she reaches down and she takes off her sandal and just starts smacking you.
No, not
like,
the sandal.
why are you talking about this? Like, this kind of hedonism in my house. Need to get right with Jesus. Gotta poison our food. Like, bringing this bad energy into my house. I have to get the sage out. Start smacking you out the door.
Yeah, I like grab my shoes on the way out.
Yes.
She said La Chancleta.
Right?
The fuck out.
Yeah, it didn't work so good.
We flash over.
Diciendo, shut up, tú.
Oh my god, I have too much fun with this game.
stoop for a few minutes.
She's standing outside yelling at you while you're so
Right.
far.
Probably.
You're trying to.
Oh damn, she's speaking 2-3 languages.
You know, you're a big shot, wanted criminal. This is
And so we flip back and we see Lala talking with Crystal. And you got a 4. So
Yes. Also, it was just a delivery, but they knocked on my door like it was the police. So, okay.
they did. They hella
This is a
did.
very assertive knock.
I was like, why did you mute yourself? You should have left it unmuted so we could hear if you were getting killed.
Yeah,
That's a good call out.
that's a good point. Yeah, that was
You're
a.
gonna
That shit. If I die on stream, y'all clip that shit. Because they gonna try and say they didn't do it.
We got you.
Anyway, sorry, you were saying.
So did you want to do a wide shot or do you want to zoom in?
Zoom in because I like the idea of Scarlett Johansson speaking in Lala's voice.
We got it. So
Although, please never hire ScarJo to do this
You
actual.
better
role.
not. I'll come out of my grave like truth coming out of her well.
what the
Oh, did
open this goddamn casket.
during the Golden Globes when Sandra
Oh,
Oh had it called out that
I'm sorry.
sorry. We're back with our
Whew.
Anyway, we're gonna get through to this like engagement at some point.
It's okay. We are on
really,
schedule. We're
whatever.
on schedule.
Ruli's still sitting in jail like the fuck?
I mean, Ruli was made some bad choices.
Oh my god! You know what's happening with Ruli right now? Ruli is like has the arm cuffs here on the legs, and there's a window, and Ruli's just like, oh look that poor dog in the window. I hope that poor doggy's
Ruli's self-medicating.
you licking yourself?
No, they just keep forgetting. They're just like,
Oh,
I don't wanna
That got
remember that.
real dark.
Oh, that would get. Oh,
I don't want to remember that.
Yourself?
Yeah, it's only 10 seconds,
You're
but
gonna
when
fuck
bad
up your
things,
brain. This is gonna.
Ruli took a dark turn. It only took one trauma for Ruli to mess Ruli up.
Get some Bible thumps in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bible thumbs and press F to pay respects for Ruli. Oh,
Sorry.
so
Scene. Focus.
Yes, focus. Crystal, ScarJo.
yes.
Please.
Crystal looks over and it's like, damn girl, they didn't tell me the cops were coming. They just came up. I raised the gate. They came through, grabbed your friend, put a collar on him, walked his ass into the car and drove off.
Where though? Don't give me that look. Don't act like you don't have a job and you don't know shit.
Look, I mean, and she like clicks a button. She's like, my comms, miss. Boop. There's a button. And be like, we all see the Mutant Task Force vans driving around. They act like we don't see that, but you know we see. And I'm pretty sure that if you go this block, that block over there, we've seen them driving around. You know,
Over by Kiki and them.
mm-hmm. You
I never
how it
did
be.
like that bitch.
Who does? Name me one. Anyway, I gotta turn this comm back on. It's fun. I fixed it. And they're like, Roger.
And Lala just code switches immediately and discards her voice and says, you know what? Thank you for your service.
Ew. And she goes over and gets her iPad and just reading news or whatever. Okay.
Okay, zoom back out on that.
Yep.
I think if we're happy, that's good. I think Diego has a contact that he could reach out to. I just saw it on the sheet as well.
The man's name is Poppy.
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 Yeah.
If you're really good, you might get to be Big Poppy.
So, yeah, I mean, you can go for it.
Yeah. So Poppy is gonna go see his good friend Malik, who gave us the last job that we did.
Yeah. Malik,
And
the 5-foot freak.
yeah, Malik the freak with the red lava going under his plates and whatnot. And Poppy waits until things kind of clear out and comes in and says, I heard that those people that did some work for you didn't come out so well for them.
I don't know nothing.
Oh yeah?
I'm just...
That's how you treat people that help you out? I don't know nothing.
You know that's not what I mean.
Well, you've seen all their faces on the news. I don't see your face on the news, Malik.
That's because I don't know nothing, and you better not know nothing either if you understand what I'm saying.
I'm not about letting people just burn like that. Not when they're trying to help.
Me either. But
so why don't
I
you
got
start
my
doing
ways.
something, like telling me what might happen?
You need to stop talking like that outside.
Right.
And he gets you, starts like pushing you into the office.
He's like pushing him, like not moving. He's like,
yeah. Just get in the office. Yeah, I got this meeting now. I got it. Give me 5 minutes. No, 3 or 1 minute. I'm on it. I'm quick. You know me at the closest the door. It's like, closes the curtains. Like, don't be talking like that out there. You don't know who's out there. After they're on the news, there could be cops everywhere. There could be cameras. I don't even know. You gotta be careful.
He kind of like looks over out there, like, fair enough.
Look.
So,
I'll tell you what I know. Roll the dice. This is gonna be consort or sway.
This is consort. For Diego, he's being a little aggressive about it, but this is his friend, and he's like, come on, dish. Tell me what the hell you know.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna push. What's the position effect?
This is controlled standard.
Cool.
Yada yada. Double
All right.
force. He's like, look, I talk with Crystal sometimes and some of the other guards. Anytime I'm out there, I got people out there. I'll be out there sometimes. We know that the Mutant Task Force is one of the most dangerous people out there for us. Sometimes when people go missing, that van will be driving around. You see that van, it's bad news. Somebody's going somewhere or someone's about to be going somewhere. But we're pretty sure that they're in XYZ area. And they're highly guarded. There's got to be something strange going on. We think that there might be EMPs working for them.
There's like a crack as Poppy has been like leaning against his desk, and like we look and like the corner of it is like cracked when he says that. What
you doing? That's mahogany. Stop. Get control of yourself.
Bullshit.
It's rumors. We haven't seen anything. We know there are at least mutants working for the Mutant Task Force. Not local, probably. No one has recognized any faces. It's just rumors. So just be careful. That is all I'm saying. And fix my desk. You owe me this.
Shit, I'm and like Poppy kind of was like, sorry, Malik. Yeah, no, I'll just like, like push the wood fibers back down. Like,
it's like you just no. Now there's fingerprints in it. Just stop. I'll take care of it. God. All right, and we zoom out. Y'all have pretty decent info. One of you got beat with the chunkla. So we can go into engagement.
Sure.
And see what's up. Dude. Let me pull it up on the things. Haha. Mini map. Big map. Mini map. Big map. Okay, I'm done. Anyways, so you get
An adorable door.
so one dice for sheer luck. Luck is on the table. Let's go through the advantages and disadvantages. Is this operation particularly bold or daring?
I don't think it gets more so.
Yeah.
We're breaking into prison.
It's pretty
Yeah,
hardcore.
you shouldn't go there. This is the wrong way. Go the other direction.
Yeah. You're breaking into mutant prison. So it's not like they're prepared for some things. It's not like normal prison, y'all can just tear it up. That's another day at the office.
Yeah.
Is the operation complex or contingent on many factors? Doesn't seem like it. Does the plan's detail explosive vulnerability of the target? Or, well, actually, like, what is your plan? Let's, real quick.
Wait,
We're gonna bust down some doors. We're gonna
Yeah, I think
First we
backflip in
knock,
there.
then we buck. Question
I like
mark.
it.
Profit.
Is it nuck and then buck? Or are we going nuck and then buck? I need to know which one.
Or the latter. Or the latter.
it's right. It's follow one of these vans around, see where they go, where they drop people, and then break into some place and take Wooly out of it.
Well, you have the location.
Oh, then it's skip the first part. It's even simpler.
It's smash and grab. So our careful, the people in our crew who are careful are either in jail or not here. So what's gonna happen?
This is true.
We're about to do some mad direction.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've been waiting. You don't know how long I've been waiting for this.
This episode's title is "You Fuck on Me."
When
Yeah.
I was writing these abilities, I was like, I can't wait till someone just goes all out. Just the whole team. Just
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
all out,
Some
all
people
out.
are not here, so
We
yeah.
about to
Yeah,
post
right.
that.
Diego does not have the same sensibilities as Wooly by any stretch.
It's Christmas, baby. So
Hard in the paint. Let's go.
let's just go back over these. Does the plan's detailed explosive vulnerability of the target to hit them where they're weakest? No.
No.
Not at all.
Yeah, probably
Is
not.
The other thing.
Is the target strongest against this approach? Do they have particular defenses or special preparations? Yes.
I don't know. We're breaking into prison, not out of prison.
So
Well, they
were-
got guards,
we're
they got
doing that
cameras,
too.
they got
We're not planning on staying.
they got all that stuff. They are prepared from the outside in.
Got it.
So you're still on one dice. Can any of your friends provide aid or insight? Yes, you got one of those. No enemies or rivals interfering.
Excellent.
Let's roll a fortune roll for your aunt.
Jesus.
God damn it.
Okay.
Come on,
Woo.
Auntie.
It's cool. She's not gonna tell nobody. That 3, I was like, damn,
Except
she's about to tell. Yeah, she can tell Jesus. She tells Jesus everything.
She does everything.
Font turns you in.
These children's out here in these streets.
Give them strength.
Thank
My
you.
Lord.
Not the strength. Oh, Lord.
God damn, I went to church for too many years. Are there any other elements that you want to consider? Lower tier target? No. A higher tier target will give you -1D. Maybe there's a situation in the district that makes the operation more or less tricky. Nah. I would actually say this is a pretty high tier target. You would be at 0 dice, though.
We were at 2 already.
Oh, no, you were at 2. You were 1.
Yeah, so we're down to 1. Yeah, because we got the 1 for contacts.
Yeah. Whew.
1D engagement roll. Oh, that's exciting.
Awesome.
This is where Blades thrives.
Y'all about to bust ass.
Yeah. I think the last couple jobs started controlled. Nuh-uh.
Let's do it. 5. Okay, pretty good.
Hey.
Hey, that's not bad.
So, on a 5, you're in a risky position when the action starts, which is standard. So, cool.
Risky standard.
We are almost pretty much at the half point. This is a great time to take a break, stretch legs, drink water, go to the bathroom, and as our tradition, we leaving the mics on. You can just talk to everybody if you want to.
Hey.
All right, y'all. We'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes. You should also stretch, drink some water, go to the bathroom if you need it, all stuff like that. Be back in a bit. Booyaka.
Later, all.
Everybody's got a little light under the sun.
All right, I'm gonna go do those things. All those good things you were saying, DC.
Same.
And I'm finna talk shit. Ooh, that is an excellent lore question. Who is a higher tier target, prison or Auntie? I'm gonna have to say Auntie. But I would argue that Auntie is not an enemy. I mean, Auntie's all right. She just wants you to get right with Jesus. She means well. She's just got to beat the holiness into you. It's fine. Yeah, Auntie is family. And let's be honest, Jalen came in there talking crazy. How you roll up to your auntie while she's cooking dinner, say you're not going to eat any of it, and then ask her what she knows about prison, when you know good and damn well she'll be in church. Indeed, Jalen has no home training, but thinks she does. Right? Like you could make a plate. That might have brought the roll down to risky standard. You roll up and say you ain't about to eat nothing? Come on.
What?
Let's talk about you.
What did I do this time?
You rolled up in your auntie's house while she was cooking dinner to ask her about prison and then said you were not going to eat? Come on.
She hit me out of the kitchen. I never said I wasn't gonna eat.
No, you said
it's the bud man.
No. I was even trying to help cook.
I distinctly remember you spurning a meal.
Nah, that would be like, blasphemy.
At least you didn't say you were on a diet. That's like automatic ass whooping.
Yeah, no, that's... Well, that's 50-50. Either
I guess it depends.
And you should eat more, or are you sure you should be eating that? There's two modes there.
Sometimes in the same day.
Sometimes in the same 5 minutes.
What would get you an ass beating? It's something like, oh, I'm on keto now. And you'd be like, what the
God? What the
Get
fuck?
on Jesus.
No.
That's the only diet you
food's
need.
too good, or you're too good for my food now. Yeah.
Y'all,
Yeah.
we've been taking it back.
Some moments have been had. Also, I was talking about this in chat.
Yeah.
But why come Sean keeps saying Poppy? Like the flower.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm Poppy.
Poppy.
Poppy. Sean's great. So
That's why I
complete
gave him that
inability
name.
to.
I knew he was going to be like, what?
Your name is Poppy now. I guess I'm Poppy now.
Make sure he spells it right on the sheet, though.
Yes, he is doing his best. He's trying.
He is. Credit where credit is due. But I did just do it to troll. So
No, totally. I do not blame you in the slightest.
Why is Gladys Knight trending?
oh,
Gladys?
shit.
I'm
Is it her
checking.
birthday? It better
I'm
be your
checking.
birthday.
Or did she say something dumb?
The Masked Singer? I don't know what it is, but Gladys Knight, apparently.
Oh, okay. Somebody with a mask. Okay.
Yeah, somebody had the same, of course, a black woman had the same reaction as me. It was like, she's like, I saw Gladys Knight trending, and I swear to God, I'm so relieved it's just because this show. It's like, please, not Gladys.
What was it? It was Miyazaki was trending the other day.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was like, no, please. He actually makes happiness.
What did I miss? What's going
Talking
on?
about
Are
flowers.
we in
still alive, so it's okay.
talking about flowers?
Mm-hmm.
Like sunflowers,
Poppies.
poppies? Yep.
I'm putting my knucks on. I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Oh damn. Hold on. Let me see those. I can't read them. Them. Nice.
Nice. Very cool.
I'm gonna
Dig
beat
it.
the crap out of somebody one day.
Yeah. Fuck. They and them.
Bah, bah, bah. All right. Everybody ready to move back into it?
Let's do it. Let's go crack some skulls and do a jailbreak.
All right. We are coming back to your faces in 5, 4, trace, 2, 1. Hey, y'all. You can see us again.
Hey, beautiful people.
What up? These are what they were talking about, by the way. These are my knucks. Some day knuckles.
And there, them Nux rock.
So, y'all ain't playing around today.
rolling
I told
up.
you all the subtle people are in jail or
Yep.
not here. So
Ruli is in jail from some bad juju going on after they had to steal one cache in order to lower the heat for the crew. Ruli also got arrested a little bit later.
Ruli did not have to steal a cat.
Oh no,
No,
they
no.
Really?
Totally did not have to.
Yes.
No. They
You could have sent a
decided.
text and had
I
10
mean-
grand in your hand.
I really could have walked back in that shop and threw the canker line on the floor, like, give me my money back, and we would have been fine.
Yep.
But
Ruli didn't ask their friends about this.
since Ruli got arrested, the mutant task force came through to the police station instead of holding the mutant in a normal cell because of the rumors that have been going around, the allegations, if you will, that you are an empowered mutant. So, I'm gonna give you a little bit of information for Ruli.
Cool.
Ruli has been led through an intricate but efficient sort of maze. Badges and passes are beeped. You're black bagged, by the way, but badges
So
and
I can't
passes-
see what's going on, but I can hear the beeps and the checks and
And you like stop because they're bringing you in and stuff. They have like these real strong cuffs on you that come together at the wrist. They made sure that your hands are in like little containers so that you can't like claw or anything. They got you muzzled, all the stuff to be like, make sure. But it doesn't seem like they have any psychic preparations. They didn't do anything to your head. They didn't like if there's any psychic preparation, it's in like the room or something like that.
yeah.
When you were unblack bagged, you were thrown into a cell. It's just a standard cell. You can't see. There's like a sliding thing where they just food. So you don't know anything about where you are. On the other side, the team, you have decided to storm the gates of the Mutant Task Force building. Wide shot. Actually, we're coming in from the camera. I mean, from the helicopter, and you see the block. And from up top, you can already see that there are some lights up, some floodlights, posted out in a couple directions. There are some guards in the front. Some of them are holding guns, and then some other ones are holding some strange gun-looking thing, some projectile weapon that looks like a gun. And they're patrolling back and forth, but it's kind of quiet. It's not like military. It's just like it's more like private. What's the word I'm looking for?
Like personal bodyguard, private.
Yeah.
Private security.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Private security. That's what it is. It's like private security.
Security.
So they're quiet. They're just, every time, they'll check in a little bit. But they have vests over, and it says MTF on the front and on the back, and they have a little patch. Probably says their name. Private military contractors.
Oh,
So,
with the GMC.
They're chilling in the front, and then you see though that the front isn't like barred and gated or anything. It's actually just like an office building where it has glass doors that boop, and people walk in and there's a desk and there's like all that stuff, and you can just see that from afar. Y'all, the first situation that you would have to deal with is getting past these guards, actually.
Yeah.
right at the front. Y'all are in a safe situation where they don't see you. The floodlights are pushing out. They're not like covering the lobby basically where you're at. The building is in a shape. I gotta get better at using this thing, but the building is in a shape where it's like a square U. Nah, I'm gonna make it pink.
Do it.
So it's like this.
I'm not seeing it on Roll20. You want to switch our over to a machine?
Yeah, I didn't. Blot out.
Oh, bam.
That's how
Nice.
the building is shaped. Y'all are here, or in this general vicinity, moving forward.
Right.
The floodlights are actually pointing out like this. They do provide a little bit of light in the area, but there's mostly just normal lights. They're like the orange lights. This is like
like street lights.
Yeah, you ever been to one of those areas where they have buildings that they rent out for like whatever business, you know? This is basically one of those. They probably posted up here, you know, got all the stuff going on. The guards, there are 4 of them. 2 here, 2 here. And there's some stairs. Chugga. Oh, there goes my hands. Go, hands, go. There's some stairs. And this group is at the top of the stairs where the door is. And it's just sliding glass door.
Nice. How high up is that? Like
Oh, it's not very high. It's
Okay.
2 or 3 feet maybe.
couple feet? Yeah. Got it. Wonder what they eat. What they give them for breakfast in there. Like, I wonder if they give them cereal. Like, I doubt
probably
we'd be
bagels and
like
fruit.
rolling with like Captain Crunch, but like maybe is it like Cheerios, or do they like really big? Poppy is curious as we're like musing over this.
So
Just like looking at you, like
Lala is also looking at you.
I mean, consider that if we fail, we're going to be taking up residency here. Like, I'm kind of curious,
yeah.
you know? I mean, the good thing is they don't have to take
explain
us.
this to you before we picked you up, but this is ride or die. I'm not going to jail.
I mean, you are right now. You're here. Just
You know what I mean? All right, how are we gonna get in here?
Okay, so the middle has, it's one of those things with a bunch of plants in it. Right in the middle. It's low, so you can still see across, but it has like all the plants and like some of the trees or whatever, the small ones. So y'all could like possibly maneuver. I can say that, you know, with engagement or whatever, y'all can get to about, you know, here or here.
Mm-hmm. How tall is this building?
It's pretty tall. Probably like 2 stories.
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, I'd say that's fair.
It's not like 10 stories tall. Like
Yeah, I was like,
It's just
that's
2 stories.
that's not tall.
All right. So, some options, just throwing out there. Like, I could throw you on the roof if you wanted to just get around them. just saying.
Yo, real quick, Naja, what move did you take? What ability, power?
I took the 3 flare ability false assassin.
Oh,
can you
Hey, so what's that do?
on that one so we can see what that is?
Yeah, let me and cast an illusion of myself so potent that the target's mind, the target can be killed by it.
Oh, damn.
Damn.
yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
So like it would be, it could straight like roll skirmish. It does all the hits and stuff like that. Like yeah, but it's an illusion, so it doesn't take any damage. It doesn't anything like that.
So
Stairs look like a face. They do.
They do. I was just
like your drawing kind of looks a
it
little
looks like Kirby
bubblegum.
swallowed a pharaoh.
Oh, well, that works too. I was thinking Princess Bubblegum.
But in any case,
So do we like see people or hear people walking around on the roof?
No.
Yeah, like if you want like I said, I could give you like a boost up.
but then what do we do with you? Just leave you out here? Can you jump that high?
Give it a shot.
All right.
Damn, can you jump that high? That's a good ass question.
I don't know, but we'll find out. I have a move called Fastball Special that lets me throw my team members long distances.
All right.
Yeah,
You know what?
I'm like, why not use it?
it's pretty
I mean,
great.
this is the Yeet Nation. Let us be.
After you.
All right. So, question, DC:
Mhm.
Have you seen the first episode of Titan Games?
I have no idea what that even is.
All right. So, The Rock has his own new American Ninja Warrior Beastmaster show. It is amazing, and one of the things that they do is there's a wall to climb up, and it's completely flat, and the contestants have to punch their hand through it to make handholds. So they like punch and they climb up. This is what I envision, except for I can do it through cinder block. So I'm gonna first toss them both up to the top, and then I'm just gonna punch my way up. I know it's usually a bunch of flair, but hey, that's what it's there for.
That's a bunch, but yeah.
So
what was the cost on Fastball Special?
It's 2. So I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna bell that. So this is Fastball. Boop.
Yeah.
Throw members of your crew many feet horizontally and or vertically.
All right. So from the inside here, y'all can say that from this point. Let me just use this. Y'all want to go from this point up on, or
I figured that'd be pretty visible. I was thinking back where you had us starting, like
back here. Yeah, sure.
like,
you can
like out here.
You can go on.
Yeah.
Over here. That's perfect. So both of you two have to roll finesse to stick that landing.
Are they in danger?
Huh? Oh, if they're being thrown while they're in danger. Never mind.
Yeah.
You're good. So, what you got to tell me what this looks like.
Yeah. Right.
Also,
So
firstly, though, like what does it look like when you're using the power, and then what does the actual action look like?
Yeah. So when I'm using the power, Poppy kind of interlocks their hands and like says like, let me give you like a hand up, and it looks like they're gonna do the thing where they like full body sort of heave, but as soon as like one of your feet is in their hands, they just kind of like whoop, it's like toss. There's no like humongous amount of effort into it. And and like the plates on their, like the chrome plates, when they do it, they like extend further, they pulse outward, and they kind of cover more of them as they wrap around their arms, and their hands go from like normal flesh to like chrome plated for a second when they're tossing them up. And then as far as how it looks when they land, I mean, I'm happy to have Shade and Molly narrate their own vertical landing. Is there a max? It just says many feet.
Yeah.
Horizontally or vertically. It doesn't say how many. So throw them like a pizza. Thanks. Yeah.
If it sounds like many, but when you get to the point you're like, oh, that feels like too many, then that's when the power stops.
Right. I mean, 2 stories. That feels like many feet.
That's many feet.
Seems fine.
Yeah.
2 things. 1, petition to rename Diego Candy Paint.
Candy Paint?
Candy paint.
Candy Paint. I mean, are you saying this like while like you're about to like while your foot is in their hand, like Candy Paint?
Yeah. I'm like, thanks, Candy Paint. Get launched into the air, land on the roof, spin, and then fall on my back with one leg extended in the classic pose.
In the classic pose of the Fastball Special. Boom. Dead drop. Yes.
Damn. Stefan would lose immediately right there. Just be like, Damn.
Can't beat that.
The helicopter shot shows it, right?
The helicopter shot. We just see a person, and you just see the perfect silhouette.
Yeah.
So, Jalen, what you gonna do?
Yeah.
It's gonna be nowhere near as graceful when she lands. But she yeah. Okay, just don't break me. That's all I'm asking.
I mean, I'm pretty careful about these things, as you could tell. Are you you okay up there?
I'm fine.
On site? Are you on site?
I'm fine.
See, she's good. It's fine.
I've been following my whole life. This ain't new.
Shade, I could never hurt you. You make amazing art that speaks to my soul. I would never harm I would never want to stop that from happening. Just trust me.
Shay, bring your ass. We ain't got time.
I mean, I am throwing you into prison, but like in a good way.
Let's just get this over with before we're all
Okay.
dead.
I think as soon as you say like, let's just, he just sort of grabs you and chucks you up there. Like, yeah, forget this handhold thing. You're taking too long.
Just whoosh. And you land. It's one of those things that when you get right to the apex, it's just boop.
See?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeet.
I got this down.
Yeah, that was impressive. I gotta admit.
All right. And I look at the wall, and before I start like putting holes in there, I'm like, or I forget the like gear situation. Could we have rope? Can I have a flashback to be like, or we have rope?
You don't need to have a flashback.
Okay, cool.
If it's something that you think is fair to have, you have.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like y'all brought rope to a prison break? Yeah.
Diego is a construction worker. So yeah, I think rope's a normal thing for him to have.
Yeah.
It's normal enough.
You were even smart enough to hand it to one of us before you tossed us.
Yeah.
You can just throw it up too.
Yeah, exactly.
This is not much of a
Right.
of a problem we're facing.
Right.
I find a place to secure one in.
Like stick something strong. I'm heavy.
I noticed.
Coming in at 433 pounds.
Like find a chimney or something.
It's industrial rope.
Yeah. It's that
Shuffle on up.
super stretchy nylon, even if it stretches. Cool.
Yeah. So all three of you are on top of the roof. Blah blah blah. Where are you going from here?
Do we know exactly which cell Ruli is in?
No, you don't know what's in there.
Okay. Then I propose we start at one end of the U and do a little parabola. And if they're not on the top floor, then we go down the stairs and we run it back.
Any reason not to let everybody in here out?
No. As a matter of fact, there isn't.
Just check.
I'm about it.
Are y'all going
We
inside?
can burn this whole shit to the ground.
What do you think? I look around. Is there roof access anywhere? Are there stairs? Is there like that thing where like there's a bunch of AC units and there's various electrical stuff, and then often if there's roof access, there's like a sort of triangle shaped stairwell.
There's tons of stuff like that. Y'all can get in. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, let's just get in here and let's avoid those guards. I mean, I don't care about those guards, but I don't need them shooting at us right now. We shoot at us later.
Not bulletproof. I know I'm not bulletproof. 9% certain I'm not bulletproof, but I'm not really wanting to get that 1% surety. So let's just assume I'm not bulletproof.
Y'all go to the access door. It's locked.
Cool.
But you can pop it open. Honestly, it's locked, but I'm like Ruli. No, Boppy. Ice cream paint.
Candy paint.
Candy paint on chrome, dude.
You can just pop it open.
Yeah, I think I'm like a fist, like my style is I kind of come down like a hammer and pop the handle off and then fist bump the where it is, so the other side like pops out the other, to pop the other side out, and then I just sort of loop my finger in. So I'm going to use bringing down the house. I assume that like I don't even have to. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, this is just like I was describing you, just like because you're strong. Like I'm not gonna make you use a whole move on a tiny locked door. Like y'all could honestly just the three of you hit the thing and like it was just for fun.
It's human locked.
Yeah,
it's human locked. It's not mutant locked. All right, well we will see later when we get to the mutant locked doors. Yeah, so I like crack the door open.
Yeah,
pull the door open with the no handle.
You walk down the stairs. You end up getting to. You're in an office, but it's dark, and it's a long hallway where it has a bunch of like cubicles and stuff. Nothing.
This is just like office space.
Yeah.
I bet they don't have any like non-dairy options. I bet if you're like soy or almond milk, not a possibility.
I bet they have muffins.
I've got some lactose issues. It could be bad.
Talking about breakfast?
I'm just thinking. I'm planning ahead. Come on now.
I don't really want to think about your GI tract right now. What I would like to know, actually, it doesn't matter where Bruli is because we're letting everyone out. So
yeah, right. Well, so I think we should go down. This looks like it's office space. Let's just keep moving. I mean, I'm all fine with breaking computers for the hell of it, but that's not going to help us. Actually, no, hold on.
I actually go like look at a computer.
Are we in the right sort of office space to have like, I don't know, like an emergency release command?
No. This is like a boring ass office.
Okay.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like this is command and control of like the.
This is HR.
You got a computer on his Windows with no apps.
HR ain't got shit.
HR is useless.
Y'all are far off at the end of this building, nowhere near where the security is.
Yeah,
but y'all can make your way up. Like you're safe from all the guards now.
Let's go.
Y'all run. Okay. What's up?
Well, when you were talking about it, like Poppy Candy Paint, was pretending to like work on the keyboard. Yeah. Like type away, like, and when they walk away, there's just like all these holes in the keyboard. Where they're like just sort of pounding the keys like through the keyboard. They're just bored. It felt like destroying things. Yeah.
Y'all run down this hallway. It's just cubicles, offices, junk everywhere. And then you can see through the windows that you get to the point where the guards are. And the office continues, but you feel that there's this like line in the floor, like something underneath the carpet or something like that, kind of pushing up slightly.
Mm-hmm.
So you get one of like these, and all of a sudden it's like a clank clank. Once you get here. So you're on this level, but the floor is different. It doesn't feel like the normal floor that you were just walking over.
Boring ass office furniture.
Yeah. Poppy's a construction worker, so I think he's got a pretty like decent sense of like what things are made out of. He kind of like knuckle knocks on it. Is it like steel plate metal, hollow, solid?
It's some metal. It's not a metal that you are super familiar with. It feels like a couple of different ones where you're like, this is like it's really dense. It's a little thin, from you can tell from like hitting it. But it's like it's the floor and the ceiling of whatever's below you.
So I would venture a guess that this area is mutant proofed.
I think that's the plan. He's got a little X-Acto knife, a little tiny, like, cuts the carpet open, sort of looking at it.
Yeah.
Again, it's more for wanton destruction than it is for actual inspection, but curious.
Oh, you see it, and it is shiny and chrome. Yeah, it's real clean. But you are above the actual part of the building now. You've gotten past security. There's just like, boom, this floor. What do you want to do?
Do we see any stairs down? Now that we're kind of in this section, are there any stairs down?
So you look around, easy to see that there are doors that say stairs. And then if you open the door, there is a big ass metal door that has, once you crack it open, it has like some verification thing. It looks like you can either put a badge there or slide it through, something like that. And like if you know, you can tap on it and stuff, like it looks really thick.
Solid. Yeah. All right, so we get someone's badge so we can swipe through here, find a guard, knock them out, grab their badge.
I'm gonna do this thing that I do whenever I'm playing my game with Blades players. I go, you have superpowers.
Yes, or we can melt that pad. That sounds like
Sure.
Like, Lala is just looking at the two of them because Lala is for soft targets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two of you got it, like powers that'll take down fucking buildings, and so she's just like, really?
Actually, are the hinges on the inside or the outside?
I don't think it has hinges. It's a big ass. It probably. It's one of those.
Yeah.
It's tech. It's 2044. They at least got some nice ass doors.
Yeah. Damn. You know how expensive doors are? Do you know how hard it is to frame a good door? You know, getting a door straight is.
Are you gonna juggernaut or not?
Okay, fine. Okay, I'm just saying, destroying an.
You've been saying a lot. I heard some shit about cereal. I heard some shit about lactose intolerance.
Yeah, you don't want to smell it.
No, I don't.
I don't want to think about
Not good news. I'm just saying, I have respect for the
If I
constructor.
could, I would throw you through this door
All
right
right, hold on. I'm gonna take a selfie with it just to show that I.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Okay. Now let's. Yeah, I take a little selfie because I would admire the construction, and then I rip the door apart, and I'm going to use. I feel like it is appropriate to use breaking down the house.
Yes.
Let me pop it up.
So when you use this ability, usually it's very easy for you to manipulate, break through stuff. This is taking you a bit. Like you give it like a, like the measured, like, I can probably, but it takes you like some punches and you're like,
oh,
bah,
nice.
bah, bah, and like your fists are making these huge dents and it's pushing the door.
Yeah.
And then you have to give it like
what I'm trying to do is get it to separate enough from the seams that I can get my fingers in there and slide it open. But like it's not every single one. I'm just like, it's like 6 guys like installing this thing, measuring it, leveling it. like you they had to probably put a crane in here just to get this door up here because it weighed so much. They probably had 2 forklifts, and he's just like, he's just upset at all like the work that's going to be done to remake this door.
Yeah.
But yeah,
every time the fist punches into metal, Lala is just like working on her hands.
Boom, boom. You get the corner of it.
Does Poppy notice this? Are you like in Poppy's peripheral vision enough that he can see that?
Yeah, she's probably standing right.
So he's doing it, and he sees this, and he's like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Pow, pow." And he's like trying to like keep up the beat, and gets to do it, and then wrenches it open.
You end up pulling it open. Y'all see that there are stairs coming down, and at the bottom is another door. This one probably opens when the other one does. Or you have to scan again, whatever it happens to be. But then it goes down another floor. And there's another door down there. and on it says like you're behind you. It says L2, it's L1, and then B1.
Yeah.
Or
I'm
actually,
gonna
we just
guess
say
they're
B.
gonna. I'm gonna guess. We saw the outside on the first floor. It was offices as well. I bet
Also,
we got to go to the basement to find our people.
When you get through the door, anyone can roll survey.
I do not believe I have dice on that. I do not.
No, I've got a dot.
Oh, you're a surveyor.
I'm a surveyor because that's the thing construction people do. I was literally like trying to think. I was like, what skills do?
Who has stress available to help? I've got 5 stress I can spend before I trauma out.
Trauma is fun.
It is fun, but this is a hell of a mission. I don't want to.
That's true. I'm
not trying to trauma out on no bullshit.
Does Shade have a stress to spare to help out?
Yeah, I also have 5 till I hit trauma. So.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll roll my 1.
All right.
What's the
Was it? It's 1 stress and you get 1 die.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Thank you. What's the position effect?
So your position is risky because of your engagement roll.
Yep.
Your effect, great actually.
Awesome. All right, I'm gonna take the helping die from Shade, and Poppy's like, "Yeah, thanks."
6, perfect.
Nice. That's all you, Shade. That's your help right there.
There are cameras in this hallway. They just saw the door get busted down. It's at a position where it's at the corner, facing so that it would see whoever walks through.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all haven't walked through yet.
Nice.
You notice the camera.
Yeah.
And that there are others down the way.
All right.
Shade.
Not my. You got any cans of spray paint?
Yeah, spray paint. That's a good idea.
Yeah, totally benign. Spray paint.
Sure.
I mean,
She
Go for
totally
it.
would have.
it's her art, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, art.
art. Uh-huh.
If you think it's fair that you have spray paint, then yeah. If not, then no. It's up to you.
Yeah, she probably did because she probably had her bag. So yeah, there's a couple of cans of various colors.
Cool. You can finesse to get as many cameras as you need. So it would be 3 if you're going to the bottom. It'd be 1. It would be 2 if you were going to the first floor.
All right.
And
Position?
it depends. How many cameras are you going for? If it's 3, it's desperate. If it's 2, it's standard. If it's just the 1, then it's
Controlled, but then why the hell would we do it?
Right. So it's just between standard and desperate. It's up to you.
Yeah.
Let's just do them all.
Yeah, I mean, we
Hell
got to go
yeah.
to the basement, right?
Get
All
that
right.
XP though.
Yeah, get that XP.
Okay.
Pop candy paint. Candy paint will help paint. And that he'll like help lift you up so you can like get your arm in and spray it so they don't see it. So the first thing that the camera sees is is the can rather than us. And then he can like hold you over it and things like that. So if that's okay, that's
I
awesome.
will take a help.
Yeah, so I'm gonna spend a stress and give you a helping die.
Cool.
Effect?
Hit it.
What's the effect?
Great.
Great.
Spray paint was a great idea. Okay, you got a 5. Cool.
Nice.
So, we get these shots of each camera just getting sprayed out without you just see like a hand and like a finger really and the spray and really quickly. Another camera, and we're looking at we're in a room that has a bunch of the camera feeds. And one gets sprayed out, and then they look over, and then another one gets sprayed out, another one gets sprayed out. And there's one person off to the side. We don't know like who that is. Who's over there. making cereal. And it's Captain Crunch.
Nice.
But the other one is sitting at the desk and goes, hey, these cameras are blacking out. All the way down, all of the cameras in, over in B2, over there. And it looks, actually, well, it's a, yeah, I'm going to say, like, we need to go check it out. I'm not sure. It looked staticky or something, but it was just one after the other. I don't think it's a breach, but we need to send somebody over there to take care of it. We do have a new mutant here, and we don't know what their powers are yet, so. And the other person is just like, oh yeah, sure. I'll send Rich and Rebecca over to check it out. Y'all don't know this, but you get to the bottom floor. There are no cameras looking at you. There's just another one of those really big doors, and the panel on this one is red, while all the other ones have been green. But it's the same kind of door.
I like to look at the panel. I look at the door. I look at you. I put my hand on the panel, and it just starts glowing, and it just kind of melts.
You
Nice.
put your hand forward, and you end up melting. Like, you see the panel before like it even gets contact. It starts to melt as soon as, and it starts to move like this, and it drips through on the floor as you end up pushing through the entirety of the door. And it's thick, but you've made this hole, which from where it is, like, you don't have to use your power or anything. You can just like wrench it open. On this floor,
Poppy's nodding.
on this floor, from left to right, you see there are cameras, kind of in the same thing. They don't see you yet. On the walls, there are these cells, but each one of them has no, like, you can see right through them. It looks like it's glass. But none of the people in the cells see you. Either, like, they're not catching your attention or whatever it happens to be. But it looks like it's glass.
Or it's one-way
One-way mirrors, yeah.
mirrors or something like that.
There are, some of them are empty. Some of them have mutants in it. There are some mutants that are, like, there's one that's, like, on the floor, and it has two, like, tentacle arms, but they're, like jellyfish arms or something, because they're transparent. You can see through them, and it just looks like a gel or something like that. And they have, like, some of those on their face coming out like that. There's another one in a corner, somebody with wings for arms, but they have arms and then wings, like the wing bones, like, coming out. And it's in, like, this strange pattern. And that person looks, like, really sick. They have, like, these splotches on them. You see just various mutants throughout. There are, like, 16 cells in here. And as you're looking around, you see Ruli in one of them, just leaning back, looking through the window that's on the outside. And every now and again going,
Oh no.
Yup.
Oh, we gotta get them before their brains are scrambled.
More. I like from the like doorway. I'm like trying to see where the cameras are. See if we can pull the same, spray paint trick.
Yeah. Nadja, your on-site's ability, like, is visual, right? It's not mental. You can, if you change, look like somebody else.
But I need to get an imprint, which would be a flashback.
yeah.
Yeah. You wanna. I mean, we can certainly try it, but I feel like,
I'm just gonna get a tissue.
like DC said, we got superpowers. You could flash back to talking to one of the guards before we got in here.
Yeah. So I would take their appearance and
Cut the cords on the cameras.
that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, just walk in, and cut all of them.
I'll spend 2 stress and flash back to Scarjo as Lala. One of these days I'm gonna kill you on accident. Lisa. I need you to like really like reel it in. Yeah, Scarjo talking to a guard. Probably like as a reporter.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've taken on because she was studying the news so closely recently.
Yeah.
And so she would roll up and like, hi, I'm Joanna Scar Hansen.
Joanna Scar Hansen.
Joanna, if we got Janelle Moner, we got Joanna Scar Hansen.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Joanna Scar Hansen with WNBC News. I was just hoping that you could answer a couple of questions about the recent apprehension of one of those mutant criminals that were featured so prominently, so recently. Do you have time right now to talk about that?
And they're like, no, I can't really talk about that kind of stuff, but it was nice to meet you. Maybe and he pulls out a card and reaches out and he's like, maybe we could talk about it another time.
And she reaches forward with one hand to take the card and puts the other hand on top of his hand and says, I would be delighted.
Yep. You get the face.
Yeah.
Got it.
Boom.
As soon as he leaves, like, you wouldn't believe who I just met. She looks just like
Joanna Scar Hansen.
So,
and Naji, you said take 2 stress, but the amount of stress is sort of variable based on how reasonable it was. So it can be up to 2, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that much. Do you see it? What do you think that is stress-wise for that flashback?
This would be 2 because you'd have to go out into a human zone with your mask on, and then get somebody's mask. So the stress would probably be kind of high.
So yeah, I assume this form with spit and image, which I think is a 1 cost.
I believe so. Yes.
I'm looking at it right now. Yep.
Oops, why did you fill in the whole thing though? Chill.
Chill, Flare Clock.
Flair was like, fuck you. I was like, damn. And I like her posture changes from like the very like kind of like fashion aesthetic to like this kind of like frat boy bro style.
Yeah.
And I assume this like look of alertness, like somebody just called my ass to be down there and see what the fuck is going on. And you see
from the other side 2 people open up the door with a beep and walk in.
Oh dang.
And I kind of like nod to them and say, yeah, I just got called down here too. You saw what happened, right?
What about everyone behind you?
I don't think we've stepped into we haven't stepped into the hallway because the idea was that.
That's right. Y'all haven't even taken care of the cameras. Yeah.
Right. The idea was that on site was I just about to hand on site a pair of wire cutters, and the idea was that or snips. The idea is on site was just going to look as a guard and go snip all the wires on the cameras. But that was the plan before someone else was in the hallway. But yeah, we're hanging back until the cameras are deactivated.
So y'all, if you were standing behind, you're still going to be visible because you're in the doorway. Y'all got to move.
Yeah, I like.
Yeah.
No, just look like you're about to attack me.
I don't know. It depends. Like, are we caught off guard by this? Like, do we hear them coming and we can sort of just back away into the stairwell, or do we?
You just hear a beep.
Yeah, I think we were.
I'm paranoid. I hear a beep. I like suck up against the wall and try to like hide.
Yeah.
Okay. These two enter. They see you, whoever you are.
I mean, I had a card actually. Who am I?
Yeah, you got the nice.
Oh, you did get a card. You got.
I got a card. I know who the fuck I am today.
You can't say that every day.
Pratt bit. Let's go one time.
I was gonna pick a famous name and mess it up like we have been. You're gonna be Hasten Gangoa.
Damn. Hasten Gangoa one time. Let's go.
Yeah. Or Hassan, if you will. Either one.
Hassan.
Like you said, like
it's
croissant.
Probably
you know?
Hassan, but everybody calls me Hasten, and
Hasten,
I don't have the energy to correct them every day. So
yeah. So you're Hasten, and yeah, they're pretty far, but they can see you, and they start walking down the way, and they look back and forth at like some of the mutants a little bit, but they walk down and they're like, "Hey, we were like told to come check out the cameras over here. What's going on?"
I just shrug and say, "There's some sort of paint or something on the cameras all in the stairwell, but
Paint?
it looks like they didn't get down here.
That's strange. Maybe
Everything about them is strange."
there's a we don't know what their powers could be, so make sure that you have your tranquilizer on you. We'll move up to a code 1 just to be safe.
All right, roger that. I'm going to keep investigating and see if I can catch them in this stairwell. You should probably check the second floor and see if they went, or the first floor rather, and see if they went through that way.
All right. And Rebecca's like, all right, we're going to be moving up to, it says all this stuff. All right. I guess, yeah, that floor is open. They busted down a door. That's because they see behind there's a
Right.
messed up
Big
door.
ol' hole.
But they don't see that your door is messed up because it was slid all the way. So they go back out the other side. You are free.
Looks over his shoulder and says, "Those fucking wire clippers."
Like the cameras like barely catch like these wire clippers like up here on you know. So.
And like I go up to each camera with like a very concerned face, like making sure that they haven't been tampered with and snip the wire.
How's this character? How's this one?
Okay. At this point, okay, I wonder if I should roll. I'm not sure.
I mean, I think it's reasonable if the people in dispatch whatnot see more cameras going down for them to respond. But we could also make a roll and see how well we do in this desperate situation. See if we can do it quickly enough to do it before they notice.
What I'll do is I will y'all can just go and you'll have a time limit.
Sure.
But the time limit will be like a segmented clock, not like an actual timer.
5 minutes, go.
He walks. Jalen walks over to the first like cell and is like looking to see how it opens.
Can we break the glass?
Are you doing this after all the cameras have been cut?
After the cameras were all cut.
Yeah.
So on this side, you can see that it's weird. It kind of feels like an optical illusion. That there is a panel There are two kind of panels. There's one that's just a slide.
Mm-hmm. Where they slide food trays, probably.
Yeah. And then there's another that looks like maybe like a handprint. Maybe you put your card there. It's just like but from which you have to like move back and forth, and like get the light catching on it and stuff. Because I don't know, maybe there's probably a system they have to turn on or off, whatever. And so that's what the doors consists of, I guess. And the person on the other side can't see you.
Yeah.
Nor can they hear you.
Then I'm going to go to Ruli's cell first. And
Okay.
I'm going to try to see if I can heat up the area around the panel and the area around it enough that it shorts or somehow stops working enough that the door pops open.
Yeah. You can do that.
Nice.
You're using Meltdown again? Okay. So, you begin applying heat, and as soon as it begins to melt, you continue melting through the door. The door that they came through and the door that y'all had close. But the door that y'all had gets to the end of where it's supposed to close and just goes because it's still semi-functional.
Right.
But
there's no locking mechanism for it anymore. Nothing for it to connect to.
So it doesn't even really hit the end. It just gets stuck in this loop. The one on the other side has locked down. And then you see all of the cells that you're at, they all turn to black, and they're like normal doors again. But on them now it says danger, code red, danger, code red. But you just like burn through one, and it pops open. Ruli's in there.
Come on, dude, let's get the fuck out of here.
Oh, we gotta get everybody out.
Yeah, I know, but we gotta get him out of the room.
I look over at Candy Paint and I'm like, could you? It's faster with two people. Could you?
Yeah. I think it's Candy Paint. His stance is like, I gotta get a grip somewhere, and so he it's sort of the same way that we did with the fastball special. He slides up a little food tray so he has a grip on the door, and then just starts rending it up. He just does this deadlift where like the bottom end of the door just gets like bent up. So that you might have to duck, crawl, whatever, but doors popping open.
So one use of your ability, I'd say all the doors. It's fine. You're just going from
awesome.
one to the other.
I'm gonna do that again. Flare clocks up to 4. Okay. So we'll do with each other. So Sean can RP with himself. Yeah, that's a good idea, Mikkel. I love that idea. Ruli is surprised and confused and thinks that they are hallucinating, but when they see they're elated. Candy Paint is cracking doors.
Were any of the others chained up or just Ruli?
All of them had some kind of restraints on them. Okay. They were like highly specific.
I would imagine that melting and breaking also works, maybe, but maybe not.
For everyone's like restraints and stuff, it's just taken care of. They kind of the only thing they really know how to do is restrain, and they don't know the specifics of like everyone's power, so they just have to go for like a general thing.
Yeah.
So you can just break whatever it is. The only thing that they really had was like specified to shape.
Got it. Cool.
Yeah.
Then I like pop Ruli's open, like, come on, dude, get to work, and like keep moving on to the next cell. Try to remember which cells were occupied and which ones weren't, and
Isan Gungoa, being not that strong nor able to burn things, is listening to the siren. It's like, well.
Okay, Pop and Lock. Check to make sure no one comes through that doorway and shoots us. They said they had tranks.
I'm staying in here. I'm good.
So, from the door that Becky and Smith came through, You start to hear some beeping.
Here they come.
And it's like a keypad or something like that. You hear like
I like melt the keypad on this side of the door.
Can we melt the door shut?
Or
Can you weld it shut? Yeah.
Sure, that works just as easily.
Yeah, you can do that. You'd have to use another tick of your clock.
No problem.
Yeah. Cool. So you start hearing all the beeping and just wiping basically the edge of the door. Once you complete that, because on the other side they start feeling the heat, and you hear like, because it's not a lot of sound can come through. They're like, "God damn it, go around to the other side."
And Lala just starts screaming like Hasten is being burned alive.
Oh my god. Okay.
Nice.
Can you roll a command actually for that?
Command or sway?
Command.
Is this me or?
Is you.
Okay.
Because I want to see how they react to that.
What's my position?
This is risky.
Okay.
We'll say risky standard. Yeah.
Yeah. Is the intent here to make is the question here whether or not Hasten is believable or whether or not it provokes a certain action from them or inaction from them?
Yeah, this is whether it provokes an action or not.
Okay. Then I would like to have Candy Paint assist by being like, he sort of like changes his voice to me real gravelly, like, "We're free now. I'm gonna rip your arms off, human." And so I'm gonna spend a stress to give you a helping die.
Okay.
That brings my dice up to 1. Is there anything? No, I don't have anything that could help.
Dose. So,
Oh dear.
the reaction is that they want to get this door down in front of them immediately. So you hear one person go get the burners! And while some of the other people who have already left are gone. This is probably 2 or 3 people.
They're gonna bring the fire.
Right. So, I mean, that's the weird thing about fire. Yeah.
Was it?
Give it and take it.
Okay. So in a little bit, they're gonna be back with something, but y'all are free to act.
So we've gotten everybody unchained, doors open. Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everyone's just in this hallway. Some of the mutants are like trying to, get a hold of what's going on. There's just sirens going off, and y'all hear yelling on the other side.
That way.
Yeah.
Yeah. It seems like one of us, either Shade or Poppy, should stay behind to keep this door closed until everyone gets out.
Nope.
Don't make me come back.
Ass.
Don't make us come back to get you. They may not have soy milk. I'm just saying. It could be.
Understand the
All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
Could be traumatizing.
Jailbreak, like we trying to tune in Nixie and this motherfucker. Let's get the fuck out.
Who's in front?
Hasten Gungoa.
Okay. Hasten Gungoa. So y'all go up the stairs, and y'all have to go to the second floor.
Right, because the first floor is locked to shit, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's also on lockdown.
And I'm wearing like a panicked expression, like I'm running from something, and just happen to be being chased by a bunch of mutants.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Okay.
I'm carrying about half a door with me, by the way. Like that I've just rent off.
From the, from any of the
Yeah.
Okay. So, you get everyone to the top of the second floor. And then the first floor, you hear 1, 3, 2, 1, and the door opens, and they see you, but they don't have a good line of sight. So then you see a mass, like one after the other, lines of, they have the Mutant Task Force logo on them, coming up the stairs with guns pointed at you. Some of them you recognize, some of you don't. And they immediately start taking fire. So
they're on the first floor coming towards the second floor?
They are on the first floor coming up to the second.
Mm-hmm.
Because they saw movement, and then whoever's like at the end is getting fired on.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be Poppy. And Poppy is going to like literally just take that door and like hunker down behind it and try and use it as a shield to barricade himself and the others. Are they? What's the like? Have we gotten out of the stairwell and they're all fanning out from it, or could I try and bottleneck them in the stairwell? Like if we hear them all running and I turn around, can I block the way?
You could technically, yeah. They're coming up the stairs, so they don't have any other way than the stairs right now.
Awesome. So yeah, when they come, I turn around. I'm like, keep going, and I put the thing in front of my face again, trying to like, I don't want to get arrested for this. And as soon as one comes up, I just want to slam one of them with this part of the door and just keep pushing and just shove like bowling, like knock a pile of them down.
Right.
Did I take the move? I don't think I did. I did not take bend a knee. Let me check. I was looking at it. I can't remember. I don't think I took it though. Makes me sad now. No, I didn't. Yeah, so I want to just slam into them and just knock all these guys down and buy some time.
Okay, this is probably more of a wreck than a skirmish.
Okay. Skirmish is one in close combat, hold, assault, or hold a position. Wreck an object in place. Yeah. All right. Let's do it.
Yeah. And risky standard.
All right.
Everything's wild.
Yep. Let's see. I've got 5 stress left. Yeah, I'll push. I like risky.
Stress.
Stress is meant to be spent. Pushing.
6.
Nice.
Bam.
Glad I did.
You take these shoves, and the first person, like, is sandwiched immediately. Like they were the ones in the front were moving a little too fast, so they are like lined up pretty heavily.
Yeah.
You end up pushing like 4 of them down, which gets the whole mess of them kind of clattered in the front, and now they have to unfuck themselves out of the situation to be able to pass.
There's a lot of unfucking to be done there.
Right.
Unfuck my squad.
But there are 3 of them who are down below who are just shooting up at you.
Nice.
You would take level 1 harm.
Okay.
And this would be grazed.
Yeah.
Since they're far away, they don't get a good shot on you.
Yeah, I think I pull back. Like that's like the sign of like, oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I just leave the door like on top of two guys, right?
Yeah.
So as to make it more difficult for them to get up, and then start like 3 or 4 steps at a time, bolting back up.
Okay.
And like leaning against the edge, against the like outside edge, so that if they're firing up the stairwell to try and like prevent them from getting a shot, crouching down low as I'm doing it.
Right. So we get a shot where we see it's from one of like the hallway walls, and we see a bunch of mutants running this way, but then it moves down into the basement and turns, and there is shade, and there's a door that's already halfway like Jedi lightsabered through.
Oh no, I diminished the fuck out of that. There's no fire.
Oh, you take the...
I use diminish. There's no fire on the other side.
Oh.
Oh dang.
So as soon as they
Oh,
start
like
to
that.
like try using it,
Can you pop diminish into the chat with a little bell? That's awesome.
oh shit,
Yeah, it's like, oh, you want to bring fire cutters? Fuck no.
Shade in the basement like you thought.
Okay, so
You thought you were gonna do that. No.
on that side of the wall, you're safe. They don't have a way in. What are you gonna do to get out though? Upstairs, you hear from the other side.
Yeah. So I like get them good and frustrated. Like every time they try to light it, I like make sure that the fire stays down until they like give up,
Mm-hmm.
and then I run towards the other stairwell. If they're still in it trying to get up, I like close the other door so they're trapped between the two doors in the stairwell, and melt it shut, and then try to make my way out on the first floor.
They're coming out of the first floor now, where they're stuck in that area because you see there's a pile of people trying to unfuck themselves. They're all in gear and shit, and they're like, but they're lined up to where they're kind of coming out of the floor one. They haven't noticed you yet because they think everybody's gone. So you're in a position where you're like you have a good position, but you can't get to the door because you'd run into them.
Gotcha.
I have a very unruly thought right now.
Uh-oh. Kill the fuck out of these fuckers?
They're in a metal box.
People.
What's
Put a
that?
fireball in that motherfucker.
Yeah,
Like,
people.
Yeah, if you throw a fireball in there, I mean, there's
Operation Microwave. Let's go.
Yeah, I have no reason not. They're shooting at me.
They
Not
shot it.
yet, but they
They
might.
shot at candy paint.
They are in between you and the exit, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if they're dead, they can't stop me.
That's true. Do what you gotta do. I'm just laying out the facts, the situation.
Yeah, so yeah, she's annoyed. She just like tosses a couple of a fireball, like clearing the path as much as she can, so that she can just keep running straight through.
What does it look
So
like
now
when you
make a deck save.
use this fireball? Make a deck save. Are you like making a thing across the floor that like comes up, or?
So like she's got her Zippo that she like and she flicks it, and it lights, and then you kind of see like her hand like come up, and as she does it, it just kind of like
Swells up.
Swells across, and it just goes flying through, and it just kind of keeps getting bigger as it goes towards towards the other side, and just catches anything in between it and the path.
Holy shit. Okay. Well, I feel like this is a finesse roll.
Okay.
No, this is a skirmish.
Okay.
You are assaulting in close combat, but you get +1 to the roll. You're basically fighting all of them, but your position is great because they don't know that you're there. This is just risky. It's not desperate.
Could you say that since they're firing on us, that she's fighting fire with fire?
Oh my god.
Oh, that is so bad.
Who let you in here?
I regret everything.
God damn it! This is
Can
why
we
we
turn
can't
the
have
cameras
shit.
off?
Oh my mama! I swear to God.
Just get
This
out
should
your
be
shoe,
risky.
Nadja.
Yeah. So yeah,
We'll
you
talk about this on Sunday.
hurl this
Yes.
fire all the
You
way
would say
down
that
this
if
line.
you're a jerk. And you're making all the white guys look bad, John.
Yeah, that's my job. No, wait. Yeah, nope, that's my job.
All right, so
Anyway.
risky, controlled, desperate.
Risky,
Right,
great,
You said great.
You're great.
and then +1 to all the results. You're making a line of fire. It's,
Zero, I don't think you want to line up on this. I don't think you don't want to give me votes of confidence here.
A 2. Dang.
Three.
This is
Oh, a 3. Yeah. Well,
Yay.
Dag, yo.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
so, you throw the fire. I think someone from behind hears the swell of the flames coming up as it goes, and like they notice. They're looking around. I guess they're like a well trained like soldier, and they're just like checking for everyone. And behind, like they do a double take, and they're like, "Holy shit! Dive, dive, dive!" And the ones in the back all dive like to one side or the other. They like try and hold on back up to the railing as much as they can as the fire swells throughout the middle. You get a straight line up the middle, and they are like pushed over to each side, but no one took any damage. Now,
There's a fairly quick, clear path if I run really fast.
I mean, they're all gonna shoot at you right now. So, you would take actually there's a you would take death.
You would take death.
Death. How much?
Because
What
there are
level
like
harm is
4.
that? All of them shoot the hell out of you, harm. Now
That
you
was
think my harm
automatics,
is bad.
and they all turn around and they're going to shoot you to death. If anybody has anything that they can do, that would be helpful.
Any of us can resist that.
Is it possible for me to have gotten back there still as Hasten Gungoa and say like they took my gun, lend me, give me something. I gotta defend myself, and then as soon as I get a gun in my hand, shoot them first.
So what this would do is, this would be a resistance.
Mm-hmm.
You'd get the gun. You shooting at them would distract them some. Not all of them would be shooting at Shade, and Shade would take level 3 harm. Shot. You're not going to be dead, but you will be shot.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a better offer?
Well, my other question is,
What
can
up?
I use Meltdown to melt the bullets, like create a force field around myself of like superheated air such that as the bullets are approaching, they are melting and don't actually ever touch me?
Mm-mm. There's too many bullets over a wide spread.
Worth a shot.
Like if you put your hand out, it would be like anything here. Like it would probably hit you and burn you, but there's a lot. They got guns.
Being spattered with molten metal is also not.
Yeah, right.
Not so good.
You just get my molten
Like,
there.
slow it down
Yes.
a little
Thanks,
so
Melissa.
it's not quite as penetrant.
Yeah.
Are you gonna resist, Nadja?
I can, unless somebody else has a better idea.
I mean, mine would be, body slam them, effectively do the same thing, but just throw myself against them.
Either or, it's gonna have the same effect.
Yeah. Which I'm happy to do. I'm trying to think of something that's more clever than that, and that's the thing is I'm not thinking of like a good way so I'm happy to do that. I'm happy to just like when we kind of look back and we're like it's Shade, and they all start firing to just sort of flying dogpile them.
Just
'cause they're all
jump
clumped
down
up.
at them. Okay.
Yeah. The other thing is Shade can just like duck out of the way. You can resist as well. Like any of us could resist right now, but I'm about it. I'm okay with prowess actions. This is a good resistance roll. See if I can trauma out 2 characters in a row.
You can do it.
Let's try this. I just have to roll like a 4 or better, and I'm fine. Should be no problem. Here we go.
Oh, 2 3s.
That's a 3. So I take 3 stress, which exactly traumas me.
Oh wow.
But I do it. Succeed.
They scratched the candy paint.
Can
Lord,
So
does that
After
for
it.
keep my car?
Shade, right as they turn and they begin firing, you see out of the corner of your eye just a body a big one come down and
Just spread eagle as much as you can
lariats.
and clobber as many people as you can.
Just like lariats 2 people and lands but like falls over. And so one of the guns that was aimed at you just goes and right over here just goes you like move to the side and a bullet just goes right through your shoulder. And then just bullets hazing over here. Behind you, they're now a little caught up in what's going on. You have a chance to... Oh, well, like, Naja, you can take an action. Sean,
yeah, I would still
actually,
love...
Naja and Misha, you can take
Yeah.
action.
So how
I
do
would
you
still
want that?
love to get my hands on a gun.
You have a gun now.
Oh, okay.
You have a Glock.
Yeah, then I want to shoot them.
All right. Bullet.
Bullet.
Yeah, just roll skirmish.
That was 3 harm, you said?
Huh?
many
Level
harm?
3 harm.
Yeah.
What's
I'll
my
say
position?
bleeding out.
Bleeding out.
in
Nice.
an artery.
Damn.
Your position is it's actually controlled. Because
No
of
one
everything that just
suspects
happened.
Hasten
Hasten Gonzalez.
Gun
It's
is
got
in
that-
his name, but they never expect it.
Right?
Controlled what?
Right here.
Controlled, great. It's not too much of a problem here.
At
At the moment, bullets are flying in every direction. Nobody knows what's going on.
Right. And they're all firing bullets, right? You know, it's not.
Damn.
Damn it.
Oh, man. We are on fire tonight.
You take 2 shots in the general direction, and then your gun locks up.
What a piece of crap.
Just boop.
All right.
Y'all ain't
I
rolling
grabbed-
so good.
I
I
know.
grab it by the barrel and I
Yeah.
bust somebody upside the head with it. Fuck
Just
it.
pistol whip.
Is it a pistol or is it like
It's
AR?
black. They took their sidearm and just gave it to you.
Oh, it's a sidearm. Damn. Okay, well that's not. It's not an effective bat.
I mean, it's you can still clock somebody.
Pistol
I
whip.
could still clock exactly one person. Yes.
And
Yeah.
then take their rifle.
Let's actually switch over to Shade. You-
Shade is now pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You shot my hair.
Kill this man.
Yeah.
So the crappy thing about level 3 harm is it means to do anything, you need help. And that means either pushing yourself. So if you have 2 stress to spend, cool, it's groovy. Or getting one of us to help you. And I can't because I just trauma out.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I have precisely 2 stress left before I trauma. So,
right. So you can do that,
Everyone's
get
trauma
out,
out.
and then trauma out. If you-
Pretty much.
Nice.
What?
Shade's like looking around for a good retreat, or just way out at all.
Y'all could probably, I'll just say, you could probably make it up these stairs, but you would either have to knock out or kill everyone in here. And when it comes to heat with killing people, it doesn't accumulate the more people you kill.
Oh,
It's just 1 per.
It's true. I have abilities, but most of my abilities only work on single targets.
I mean, that would take care of 1. Right now, pinned down, I said there were 7. 2 are pinned down, 2 just shot at Misha. And then the 3 are caught in that fuckery.
and
How many did I get before my gun locked?
You didn't hit
None.
anybody.
No, damn.
I don't think you have much experience with the Glock.
Gotta go back to the lab on that one.
right.
All right.
Oh, fuck this. She like grabs one of her paint cans
Yeah.
and her Zippo
Oh, fuck.
and just like uses it and just starts moving forward up the stairs with this fireball just shooting out in front of her, catching anybody in her way.
Are you, like, growing it using, like, the fireball ability?
Yep.
Nice. Okay. So you'll get a +1. This isn't a skirmish, as you're not fighting. You're really just trying to get through.
Yep.
So...
Prowl?
Finesse?
Finesse?
I kind of.
Wreck.
I feel like this is a finesse. So to me, it's about the.
Finesse is for like driving and like handling vehicle, like handling like machinery and whatnot as well. So that I could see like getting the angle right, and
Like you have to go, "Bah!" like and get like all the people.
trying not to burn candy paint and Lala to death on your way up.
This feels like a finesse to me.
Calculations and shit.
Because it's more about being able to control the fire than it is
Yeah.
about like harming people.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll finesse.
All right. Position.
Desperate.
So, question before you roll this: are you pushing yourself to do it, or are you going to try and get help from one of us?
Yeah, I'm gonna push myself.
I could help.
6 1 half does the other.
I'm not gonna
Just take the trauma.
help.
Trauma's fun. You get XP when you have trauma.
I'm not
Yeah.
at trauma yet.
Look, I'm just saying I can't pull both of y'all out this building.
Trauma just means you're out of the scene. It doesn't mean you're you're taken out for that scene. You can show back up the next scene and all messed up.
All right.
Effect.
Standard.
Standard.
All right, get them die. Get those +1s.
Yep.
5.
5s. Bada bing, bada boom. Cool. So you make it through all the way to the top. Because like you have a big flame. For those who have never put fire to an aerosol can, it gives you a pretty big flame.
Oh,
you
yeah.
have fireball
Beautiful thing.
bumping it up, so it's like a flamethrower more than it is a. And they're all wearing their suits. It immediately gets hot as fuck in there. The downside is that some of them are getting burned, and so does Poppy.
Yeah.
Take
I was
another
gonna
level
say,
1.
I'm right in the middle of it. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Papi caliente.
Crispy.
Scorched. Crispy.
You're just a little crispy. That's all. it is.
Question. Not that I really love the idea of taking lots of extra harm, but that was desperate.
Mhm.
Are you cool with me just taking level 1 harm? I mean, I'm fine taking more. If I'm in the middle of it, I'm wrapping it up with them. I'm gonna stop talking now. I'll take taking my level 100 crispy.
Okay.
Now you're rolling the crispy standard.
So you make it to the top, and all the mutants have already run down. They're not waiting for y'all. They've run down. They see that there's like a door busted open. They go up to the top. They see the rope. They're taking the rope. Mutants are running in the street like one after the other. Some of them are going down slower than others. One of them jumps, makes it, rolls, leg is busted, and they're just hobbling their way out of it.
Doesn't
Like
care. There's only one rope. This is faster.
Yeah, they just jumped into a bush and was like, woof. All the mutants have made it out. Ruli is waiting for all of you at the top.
I was gonna say, let's
And
keep my peep.
you see outside that near the front, they're just scanning and checking. They're moving forward slowly, like proceeding through the plaza. But you're at the end. You can still get out of here just fine. So y'all climb down, jump down, whatever you happen to do. You end up making your escape into the night. One of
From
you
whence we came.
is bleeding out. The other is a little charred and
Exit our
crispy.
heroes. Stage left.
And Ruli, we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Good criming.
I'm still Hasten Gangoa, and I'm like walking through the through the street.
Hassan.
Nothing to see here.
It is 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
So, do y'all want to wrap it up here and do all of the stuff at the beginning of the next episode? Would you like to get some stuff done now? It is up to you, as my time I have some.
I
I
think we
would
should
like to
do
respect your
XP
time.
now while it's on our threads, and I'm happy to do downtime and all the other stuff.
Cool. Let's
Later.
do XP.
Yeah.
That cool with everyone?
Yeah.
Lauren? We'll find out. So, let's just go through XP questions. I like being in this sphere too. Everyone can see us better. Let's just do the. Actually, let's go in reverse. So it'll be Misha and then Sean and then Naja.
So I have earned an advancement, so I just have to find the playbooks.
Heck yeah!
Nice.
You get to choose a new ability.
That's fun.
Lots of fire. And then there was an additional desperate action. So, yes, I think I addressed a challenge the firm control over my flames more
A
than
couple times.
Yeah. Is the enemy location still standing?
I would consider it like burned down. I'd give it to you. You burned a crap load of stuff down, I would say.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
the
was some
cells
burn.
are at least unusable.
yeah, it doesn't have to be completely burned down, but you burned a lot of stuff. Like,
Struggle with issues from my traumas, heritage, or background. Still no trauma, yay!
Not yet.
Yet.
Okay, wait.
Yeah, that's
Pause. You definitely struggle with issues with your heritage
Oh yeah.
because you
Okay.
ain't talked to Jesus in a minute.
oh
Yeah.
yeah.
You got
I-
beat
Oh,
with chocolate
yeah.
for it.
so-
yeah,
if that's
you're-
not a heritage struggle, I don't know what the fuck is.
Auntie attack, says Andy.
with the
Yes.
going back home at a time where you really don't want to be going back home is
yeah. That,
Yep. You're looking for love and acceptance. What you getting is judgment and sandal.
yeah.
I was looking for information. Let's be honest.
Sure, fair. You still got judgment and sandals.
Exactly.
You had 3 different Jesuses looking down at you and Shane.
I wonder if the Jesuses like have disagreements. They ever talk to each other.
Of course
Probably
they do.
cultural disagreements for sure.
Yeah.
White Jesus
Black
is
Jesus-
saying one thing and Black Jesus is like, nah, bro.
Nah. White Jesus is like, should we put them in hell for cursing? He'd be like, fuck no. Chill out.
Why the fuck would we do that? What kind of fucking stupid shit is that?
Black Jesus is like, hey, white Jesus, let me braid your hair. White Jesus is like, oh, that sounds heavenly, yes. All right, sit down. Turn on the
correct
TV.
Plural is Jesley.
Hey, Mexican Jesus, give me the give me the cocoa butter.
I ain't got no cocoa butter. I just got this pink oil though.
Okay, first we gotta grease your scalp. Actually, no, wrap it up. Put the hot comb on the stove. We're gonna hit this first.
Not the hot coat.
What's so funny is that probably only the black people are laughing at everything in this chat. So people are just like, I have no idea what's being talking about here. It's not my experience.
True, no lie.
The hot comb. Oh my god.
It's still in the drawer next to the stove.
I swear to God. Hot comb always looked like a magical weapon. Like anything in my house.
+4 hot comb of branding.
They're coming at you with that shit. You're like, don't put that in my head. What are you doing?
It's smoking. Why the hell are you gonna put that on my hair?
I had my hair hot combed once because I was trying
I've had it
to
hot
grow
combed
it out, and so I was like, I needed to get the full length in order to see if I could get braids or actually to get cornrows. Back when I tried to grow out my hair one time, but that's a story for another day. Let's do this XP.
Anyway,
Sean, it's your turn.
Oh, my
XP
turn.
for that.
XP, yes, all the XP. All right, this is for candy paint.
Yeah.
Desperate actions. I don't think I had any. You adjust a challenge with your strength and or durability. Like a lot.
Yeah.
Like a bunch. I'm gonna take 2 for that.
Those.
Use your powers or actions to defend the helpless. Yeah,
A
we
bunch.
broke a bunch of people out of jail that they were locked in.
Also, you had like straight up defender moments.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You struggle with issues from your traumas, heritage, or background during the season. No, we really didn't see Poppy's background. There was a little bit with him and Malik, but that wasn't a struggle per se. And I think
hey, your knowledge as a builder was invaluable in breaking us out.
Thank you. It's true. It wasn't a struggle though. I appreciate it. I'm glad that it came up, but it was not. I didn't have to meet Marcus, my rival construction worker, who is my.
Oh, Marika, damn. Not
right. And then I want to take XP for Ruli as well, just a tiny bit, because Ruli's trauma messed them up this session.
Yeah.
They did stupid things on account of on account of being reckless.
Take 2 XP for that, and then Ruli is going to take level 2 harm.
Cool.
Memory loss.
Yep. Yeah.
It's one of the tapped out effects. Ruli tapped themselves out.
Yes. Yeah. They just pulled up their flare clock and kept going. Yeah. And I think I also want to take an XP for you adjust the challenge by sacrificing your memories. I addressed the challenge of dealing with torment by forgetting it over and over again.
God damn. I knew I put all this shit in here for a reason.
It's funny because like it hadn't come up before, and I was like, I would totally want to forget that again and again and again and again and again. Cool. All right. So that's Ruli and Candy Paint.
Every time I get hit with the message in this game, I'm like, oh shit, I put that in there though.
Who did that?
Oh yeah, I did that.
Naja, is Candy with an I or a Y?
Good ass question.
I think in this instance, it's a Y.
Okay. Is it 2 words or 1?
I feel like it might be a hyphen, but I've never seen it written.
I'm a hyphenated.
It sounds like a hyphenated word.
It sounds like a hyphen, because you're not talking about candy paint. You're talking about candy paint.
Candy Paint, yeah. Candy Paint, aka Poppy, aka Diego.
See, you could get names too.
All right, Lala,
aka lactose intolerant.
God damn it. All right. I don't think I did any desperate actions. I don't think I did.
You got the records.
And if I did, I usually mark XP when I roll them. So address a challenge through bending perception of reality. Hell yeah.
All about it.
That's what I do.
What, more than once, definitely.
Yeah, I will take 2 for that and put them in insight so that I can get a pip somewhere.
Scarson?
Oh yeah, that's my next point. You use your powers or actions to present your wit or beauty. I would argue I had a masterful performance as Johanna Scarhanson.
It was good. Actually, also...
and Hasten Gungoa.
Yeah, Hasten Gungoa. Because here's the thing. When they rolled low to see what their effect was going to be, is that if they rolled high, they would be smart about what they were going to do because they didn't get emotionally attached to Hasten. They rolled low and were like, we got to get this door down to save Hasten.
And
then the other guy was like, it's Hassan.
We just couldn't hear that because of the sounds of the arc of the welding torch and of them screaming and the 1 foot thick doors and all that.
Yeah, so definitely there. 2 for that or just 1?
Take 2, 1 for each character.
Awesome. And then struggling with issues of trauma, heritage, or background. Unless you count me getting kicked out of the beauty shop, I don't think so.
I would count getting kicked out of the beauty. That's your peeps.
Well,
one of my friends is a hairdresser, Blaine.
Yeah.
Who apparently has done me dirty.
So,
also, your girl did not call you when they came and took away your boy Ruli.
Crystal ain't about shit. Everybody knows that.
I think you should take an experience for what happened in the hair salon.
Yeah, it visibly shook Lala up for like a good part of the session. Like you depicted her being really thrown off by this. Like you're used to everybody adoring you, and I definitely think that not having that challenged was messed up.
Yeah.
And then motherfucking Diego rolls up and it's like, Shade, I love your art. And I'm like, So.
Yeah, well, Diego's got some appreciation. Other things.
Alrighty.
Come on, not all my characters can just be drooling over a lot on site.
Lala, by the way, fun fact, Lala is super no fucko.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like all of my characters, she's ace as fuck.
Yeah. Well, Ruli's super panfucko. Like he's they're very interested.
Man, 2019 is now the year of the panfuckos.
You're fucking everyone and no one. That's the
yeah.
You're either over here or you're over
No
here.
in between. You're either all or nothing.
So, y'all, that is gonna be today's episode of Mutants in the Night. This has been a wild one for sure.
Yeah, it has.
Let's roll out with, whatever your shout outs, want to talk about your endeavors, where they can find you and all that stuff. Nadia, you go first.
Hello. I remain Nacho Tigre, aka Tristere, aka Laverne, aka Lala, aka Onsite, aka Onsite, aka Joanna Scar Hansen, aka Hasten Gungoa. You can find me on Twitter at Trist_CHI, where I've been posting a lot of like really reflective things, and also I'm posting about the books I'm reading right now, which have been fascinating, and in the romance category, like really bad pacing. It happens sometimes. They can't all be winners. I'm also streaming over on twitch.tv/Tristere. I have been playing The Sims with Melanin Pack 2 by Experimera to fix the skin tones. And Final Fantasy because I must craft. That's it for me.
All right.
Nice.
Sean.
Hey, everybody. I am Sean Nittner at Sean Nittner everywhere. I see him pronouns. I am playing Ruli Mahim, a.k.a. Pickup, a.k.a. Diego, a.k.a. Poppy, a.k.a. Candy Paint.
Hey, Poppy.
Trying to catch you, but I'm still out there. I'm excited. We just launched the pre-order for Shadow of the Century, the game of 1984 punching the man in the face. And that is I'm so wrong.
Not
and
you.
that
The comment a couple up.
oh, okay. Nice.
Joanna Scar Hansen's grandma told her she was descended from a Native American princess, and she took her word for it.
Oh God. I'm glad I didn't read that.
Can't unsee.
Yeah, can't unsee, can't unknow. So I'm excited about that coming out. I'm also streaming over at twitch.tv/actualplay. And pretty soon we'll start playing some games of Wolfspell, Epi Ravichal's game of being wolves, which is gonna be rad. How about you, Misha?
There's gonna be a super blood wolf moon or super wolf blood moon or something.
Yeah, that dancing on the blood wolf moon, dancing on the jaw.
If you bring that shit back in 2019, I swear to God, I will end California because of you.
Hey, I'm in there.
You better get the hell out.
I'm working on it.
You better go get your man something.
I do it.
Sean.
All right.
Fuck that. We can't get this one. You're gonna get
okay. I'll give you a ride. DC. We'll hop in the van.
Jeez.
On site means on site. Period.
You can bring your grandma home from dialysis.
Come on, we gotta go.
There are shows that just have
turn?
The post-show shit talk hour. I feel like we might start needing that. Where we just...
Misha, right?
Yes, I'm Misha B. BG Gameworks on Twitter. Also New Agenda Pubs on Twitter. Still in the editing, which is still going. Getting art back for Arun. We should hopefully have it, please. I'll be playing Wolfspell with Sean and Trista and I'll be playing Mouse Guard starting next week, which I've never played before, so it'll be interesting. I can play a mouse.
You're playing with 4, right?
Oh, yes, I am.
Nice.
So we'll see how that goes.
I like 4. I am DC. I am your facilitator. I'm having a fucking blast. Thank you everyone for playing. I thank you everyone for watching. You can follow me on Twitter at Dungeon Commander. If you would like to support the stream, go up there. No, it's up there. Hit the follow button. Hit the subscribe button. It would be very fantastic. We'll be back next week with episode 4. Lauren should be back. I'm going to be excited to see how she reacts to all of this going on.
Yeah.
Keep up on Twitter where we'll have all the notifications and everything. Follow all these beautiful people, and thank you for being here. We out this piece.
Night.
They can still hear us because that's
Cool.
That's
Nice. Because the weight screen is up. Oh, damn. That was so good.
That was hella good.
Yeah.
Every time Misha laughs, I want
No, I was over at my grandmother's fixing something the other day, and I'm like, because she's got the freaking hot comb in the drawer with like all the it's in the junk drawer with the tools and shit. What the hell?
I mean, that's where it goes, right?
the hot comb. My God, the shit we do to our hair.
Right? I was actually very happy. This did not hurt this as nearly as much as I was expecting this time. So I was very happy about that.